show. Here's John and Jim.
All right, San Diego and Southern California, what's going on? It's hour one of John and Jim. We've been doing this exact show for 4 years, and this will be the oddest one we've ever done because we're just gonna react with you in real time to this Padres game that's getting underway in 7 minutes. So bear with us. We're with you. We've got a watch party going on. We're going to watch it with you, whether you're listening to us on the radio, watching on YouTube, and then we'll react when it ends. I mean, we're here until 6. If this is a 3-hour game, we'll be able to hear from key characters like Mike Schild and players and Craig Counsell. But here we go, Jim. We've been here before. There was a game 5 last year against the Dodgers. There was a game 3 in 2022 against the Mets. There was a game 3 in 2020 against the Cardinals. There was game 163. There was 1984 against the Cubs. And here we go again. Win or go home. The true definition, a must-win for the Padres and the Cubs.
Padres lifetime in win or go home games are 3-2. Did you know that?
I did know it because they won in 84. They won in 2020. They won in 22. They lost in 24. They lost game 163.
There you go.
I did know it.
There you go. 3-2.
That's it. 60 years. I mean, however many years, nearly 60 years. This will be the 6th.
Now, in the last 5, I guess you could say 5 years, right?
Since 2020?
Yeah, since 2020, Padres are 2-1. Both wins via the shutout. They got shut out. So 2020, they beat the Cardinals at home in game 3 of the wild card series 4-0. We all know that's the 13-pitcher reliever game.
Is that how many they used?
I think it was a record 13 pitchers out of the bullpen.
I thought it was 10. 13 is amazing.
Maybe it is 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. 2022, we all know that. The Joe Musgrove game when the Mets were accusing Joe of little sticky stuff on his ear. He shoved. Padres won 6-0 over the Mets. And then last year, we all know what happened. Game 5 versus the Dodgers in LA. They lost 2-0 to cap off a 24-inning scoreless streak to end their season. But yeah, today, win or go home. I oddly feel confident about today. I don't know what it is. I just do. Nothing I've seen from the Cubs will, put me down the path of like, I am terrified of X, right? If you're the Cubs, you're terrified of like the Padres bullpen, Mason Miller. If he gets available, if he's in the game today, which obviously he will, if it's a close one, we don't know how long he would be in the game for, or how many outs he's going to be given, or how many pitches he's allowed to throw, because he's thrown so many in the last 2 days combined. But yeah, I feel oddly confident going into today's game. I don't know what it is. It's just how I feel.
I just feel nervous.
That too.
I don't know what to expect. Anytime you put in everything in one baseball game, this isn't football. This isn't basketball. It's just so much. It's one call or non-call from an umpire. It's one play or inability to make a play from a defender. Like it's one swing of the bat can determine everything. So I'm mentally prepared to deal with a little bit of adversity. Here is the key for me. Padres didn't score in game 5 last year against the Dodgers. Make it easier on yourself by scoring first like you've done in the first 2 games of this series. Let a little bit of the air out, breathe the sigh of relief, score in the first 3 innings. I don't want to be talking about them being shut out in the middle innings, because then you're starting to wonder, are they going to score? What's going on? You got to score early. Can you score first? I think the team that scores first ultimately wins this game. I hope it's the Padres. They'll have the first chance to score in the top of the first inning. They're facing a good pitcher in Taillon, who's been very good here recently. But, I think if you told me it's you got to beat Jamison, Taillon, and the Cubs bullpen, you're going to sign up for that. Cubs might say the same thing about you, Darvish. I don't think they'd say the same thing about the Padres bullpen. I say score first, let chips fall from there.
I agree. Then the Padres, what they've done very well for the first 2 games is score first. They scored first on Tuesday. They scored first yesterday. Now, the thing is, when you look at what the Padres have done against the Cubs bullpen, it's the same as what the Cubs have done against the Padres bullpen. 1 run scored against both teams, or against both bullpens for both teams. That's where it's going to come down to today. If you can't get to Jamison, Taillon, and if the Cubs can't get to you, Darvish, this game is going to be decided by the bullpens. And as of right now, Padres have a better bullpen, like just overall on paper. But a couple of their top guys are kind of maxed.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how that affects Mike Schilt's decision-making in this game. We'll see once those guys are in, if it's close, how they perform, especially Adrian Morejon, 33 pitches yesterday. He's only pitched on 3 straight days one time this year, and that was like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Mason Miller on 3 straight days. How does he look? He threw 26 pitches yesterday, threw 13 pitches on Tuesday, struck everybody out, but still, his last batter he faced, he hit the guy in the back foot.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how does he look? AJ Castle put out today, Morejon, Miller, Suarez, you would guess 9 outs combined from those guys. What do you do with the remaining 18?
So the biggest question is, where do you go after Darvish?
Exactly.
Because you have to assume Darvish is not giving you 18 outs. I mean, Dylan Cease yesterday was awesome, and he gave them 11 outs. So maybe Darvish is awesome, but 18 outs, maybe you want to stretch him more with Darvish if he's pitching like Cease, because you don't have the bullpen that you had yesterday in terms of covering that many outs. So maybe you give Darvish that 12th out, maybe you give him that 13th out, but who is the first reliever in the game if you have to go to your bullpen in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th inning? That's a huge question. If it's early, is it a starter to cover innings like King or Vasquez? If it's the middle innings, is it someone like Jeremiah Estrada? That's the big question for me. Like, where do they turn first after Darvish? Depending on circumstances, we'll see how this game plays out over the first couple of innings. But the question yesterday was, how are they going to find the final X amount of outs, 16, and they did it with 3 relievers. Question today is different. You're not going to cover 16 outs with those 3 relievers.
No,
so where do
not.
they turn today?
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest question if Darvish can't give you length. And even if he does, my guess is no more than 4 innings. Like, I can't envision him going more than 4.
Yeah.
Especially if he runs into any trouble, because they're not going to allow him to go through the lineup for
2
a third
times.
time.
Yeah.
2 times. Yeah.
Yep.
That's also pushing it, though, to be honest with you.
2 times, assuming the first time through is without issue. I mean, you can't face 7 batters in an inning.
Look what they did yesterday with Cease. He was rolling, and they didn't allow him to get through 4. They pulled the plug after 3 2/3. So we're underway in Chicago. Jameson Taillon on the mound, Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate, and you can react with us today, because we sure as hell will be reacting to this game until it concludes, and then full post-game coverage for you, probably around, I'm going to say 4:45-ish. Because
I think it goes longer than that.
You do?
I think a decisive game. I mean, I hope you're right. That would be 2 hours and 35 minutes. It's possible. I'm expecting a lot of maneuvering and bullpen usaging and high leverage situations, and nothing would surprise me today, whether it's extra innings. Nothing surprises me today.
Not a great start.
Yeah, I mean, we'll react in real time. We're not going to do the play-by-play of the entire game, but again, yesterday they scored a run in the first inning, which I thought was a big reason why they won the game. And the way they did it was single, double, steal, sack, fly. That's Padres baseball, right? Singles or walks, sacrifices, stolen bases, sacrifice flies. That's what they want to do. Don't have to hit 2 home runs today. They hit 1 yesterday, which was awesome. But if they can do what they do, move runners, get them in, but
are you at all concerned about, I mean, I know the answer, but you Darvish and his effectiveness?
Well, you think? Yeah. I mean, I would hope so. I hope everyone's a little worried about you Darvish and his effectiveness. He has a 5.5 ERA this year. So it's not some guarantee he's going to go out there and look like Dylan Cease. His fastball velocity this year is 30th percentile in baseball. Like
what you Darvish shows up today, the Darvish that we've seen in the postseason in his career, or the Darvish that we've seen in the regular season this year? That's the biggest question. That's the biggest question right now.
Yep.
Because he's got to give you a little bit of length today. You can't afford to have him get out of this game in like the 2nd or even the 3rd inning, because the length that you need to get to before you get to the back of your bullpen, I mean, you're going to see guys like Wandy Peralta and Jeremiah Estrada and potentially Bradley Rodriguez, or even David Morgan out there today to bridge the gap to Morejon and Miller and Suarez, because those guys can't give you like 15 outs like they did yesterday or 16 outs. It's not happening.
What's insane is, to your point about him in the postseason, listen to this. His last 7 postseason appearances have all been 5 innings or more. 6 of the 7 have been 6 innings or more. But the game has even changed since last year. Last year in the postseason, he went 7 innings and 6 2/3 innings against the Dodgers. 7 innings and 6 2/3 innings.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
But that feels like a lifetime ago. Like, in what world could Darvish even be given the opportunity to go 6 2/3 innings today? If he retires every batter he faces?
If he has like 40 pitches through 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that last year that's what he did. Nobody's expecting that today. But I mean, again, we're hoping to see postseason Darvish, not 2025 regular season Darvish, which was a complete crapshoot.
Yeah.
One day, 3 home runs in the first inning. Another day, effective. Next day, 2 home runs. You know?
Yeah. Good at bat from Luis Ariz, and he's working the count here. But yeah, it's so crucial for them to score first. It's so crucial, I feel like, because you don't want to get that Cubs crowd into it. If the Cubs score first, that crowd is right on top of you. And, that's the last thing you want to do. Ball's carrying.
Ball's going to carry today.
Ball's carrying. That is for sure. Ball is the wind at Wrigley is I think right to left. Blowing out.
It is blowing out. Yep, it is blowing out. Gusts up to 12 miles per hour. Remember, the first 2 games was blowing in.
Because Luis Ariz just hit a can of corn, and it went all the way to the warning track. And you see PCA talking. I mean, he's literally like, the wind is doing this. And does that scare you at all with in the outfield, Gavin Sheets potentially? Because Gavin Sheets is in left field today. Now, I think that the Padres get a lead, they're quickly going to go to Bryce Johnson.
What scares me more is you, Darvish.
I'm just talking about defensively. I know you, Darvish.
What scares me more is Darvish giving up the long ball, because he's been susceptible to the long ball. I'm less concerned about any one play in the field than I am about what if he just hangs back-to-back pitches.
I'm worried about it all. Like, I'm worried about everything. Like, defense in the outfield because of the wind, especially with Gavin Sheets. Merrill and Tatis, I'm fine with. Darvish for sure, because
14 home runs in 72 innings.
Yeah, the long ball is something you got to watch out for today.
He allowed a home run every 4 innings in the regular season. So 14 home runs in 72 innings is a lot.
Not great, John.
That's a lot. So, all right, we're going to be with you until this game ends, and then we'll be with you hopefully for post-game reaction if this isn't a 4-hour game. So with you, you can call us if you're watching.
It'll be a 4-hour game.
It'll be a 4-hour and 1-minute game. This will end at 6:01. We do have a wrap-up show for you tonight at 9:30. But if you want to weigh in as you watch, our phone lines are open. 877-767-4760. That's 877-767-4760. Text us throughout the course of the game as well. 70470 started with the word team. You can tag us as well on social media at John and Jim. Padres go in order in the top of the first inning. Cubs coming to the plate in a decisive Game 3 at Wrigley. Winner moves on to Milwaukee. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, San Diego Sports 760 has 13 chances to win $1,000 every weekday. It's the Bonus Bucks giveaway. That's every hour, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Listen for the keyword, then enter it at sportssd.com. Next chance to win $1,000 coming up at 3 p.m. So we're going to be hanging out and watching the Padres and the Cubs like you all are as well. We've got a watch party going on YouTube. This game is currently underway and in the bottom of the first inning. Cubs in a scoreless game at a leadoff single, and then a race down a fielder's choice. So 1 out, no score in the bottom of the first inning. You and I agree. The first run is so crucially important. Rules don't apply like it's a Marlins game in June. This is completely different to that. So you're really watching in terms of who scores first in a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, you made a point. Like, I know that the bunt has been a conversation for a while with this team, and how the mindset of this team is just so ass backwards that, you know, they play for one instead of the big inning all the time.
Right.
But like in a elimination game early, like we said, scoring first is pretty important. I mean, you look at the Cubs situation here, and you know they didn't do it, but moving a guy over, trying to get him in early on, just to get the crowd into it, just to immediately put the pressure on. For both teams, that's what I'm looking for.
Padres will do that. They'll try to do that.
Yeah, I think they would. And you know what? In this situation, I wouldn't be upset with it like I was upset with it in game one in the fourth inning with Jackson Merrill up after a leadoff walk in the inning.
Keep in mind as well, as there's now 2 outs in the inning, the Cubs steal bases as well as anyone in the National League.
Yeah.
160-something stolen bases, so that's a part of their game. But I'm with you. I think if the Padres have a leadoff base runner like the second or third inning, of course you're thinking about the bunt. I'm somewhat, I don't know if I'm surprised, but the Cubs have a good lineup, but they didn't score yesterday. So I am maybe a little bit surprised they didn't try to advance a runner, and then you have 2 cracks at a single.
Right.
2 cracks at a single to take a lead.
Yeah.
So, and again, the Cubs, you know, again, at home, didn't score yesterday. Neither of these teams have scored a ton in the series, so you feel like a one-run lead feels good. There's only been 7 combined runs.
Padres have done a really good job with limiting Tucker and Happ and PCA in this series. I think they have just 1 hit combined.
Tucker had one yesterday.
PCA is 0 and Ian Happ, I believe, is 0 in the series as well. And those are some of their big boppers. They've done a really good job against those guys, and they're going to have to continue that today. You know, like you got Kyle Tucker returning. I think he's 1 for his last 16 since he's returned.
Yeah, he had that 1 hit in the Cardinals series. He had 1 hit yesterday. I think he has 2 hits since returning.
Yeah, and you don't want him to get hot. You don't want him to all of a sudden in this series, you know, feel good. And there you go. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he'll be out. That'll be challenged. So Cubs tried to steal second with 2 outs, and I think he was out dead to rights. I thought he was out by 2 feet.
When that ball was in the air, I'm like,
he was out.
Oh my gosh.
Unless he missed the tag. It didn't seem very close. I don't think it was very close at all.
It's an interesting. Oh, he's out. Oh, he's so out. He is so out. He's out.
Yeah,
he's
clearly out.
Clearly out.
So Freddie Fermin showing off that arm. That's a big moment. That's a big moment. Every moment's a big moment. But the difference between runner at second, 2 outs, and the inning over, it's massive. Take the bat out of Kyle Tucker's hands with a man on base.
I'm not even like, I'm moving on. Top of the second.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's get.
But isn't that's significant?
Huge.
Take the bat out of Tucker's hands. Don't have a runner in scoring position. He's not batting with men on base to start the second inning.
Yeah, every single play in this game.
Less pitches for Darvish.
Absolutely.
All that.
Yeah. I mean, if they call him safe here.
This isn't even close.
Not even close. Not even close.
Yeah, I don't think it's close.
Not even close.
I don't think it's close.
Like, there's no way it shouldn't take this long. It should take 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's true. In the postseason, they could take the extra second.
They're out of it. Darvish is already, they're out of it.
All right, so a good enough start. You have scoreless innings from Tyon and you, Darvish. And again, we keep an eye on who scores first and how they score.
Yep.
Man, this is going to be fascinating to watch play out.
So it's going to be a very fascinating show that we're going to do today.
Yeah, we're going to try to do. Again, I think if we had to, if we had our druthers, I don't know if I would do an entire show during an elimination game. We've done some shows during games. The Mets series, we did a remote for a couple of hours, maybe a game 1 or 2 or 3 in 2022.
But it was only like
half the game.
It was like for like an inning or 2.
No, because the game started like 4:00 Pacific. Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
No, we didn't. I would remember. We have never. The only time I've actually done one game, I remember, off the top of my head, during an entire Padres game when you weren't here and you were in Boston for the Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
And our equipment crapped itself. And so I had to do the entire show at like on a corner of a street off of StreamYard.
How did that go?
Did
you try quitting that day?
Yeah, I almost did.
Yeah, the only thing that could make this a harder show to do is trying to do this show solo. If I was trying to do this show solo, I'd be talking about like the Jaguars and like the Jets.
Yeah,
because I couldn't react probably to everything in front of me. I couldn't just sit here and watch it.
I would just make fart noises for 3 hours.
Honestly, we might do that coming up at 3 p.m. We may do that.
Like I want. If you here, I want to do a test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if you are listening to us,
okay,
on the radio or the iHeartRadio app, because I know we have a ton of people watching us on YouTube right now. If you're listening to us on the radio or the iHeartRadio app, can you just call us right now? 877-767-4760. We won't even have to, you don't even have to go on air. Like, we just want to see a phone line light up. I want to run that test. If anybody's listening to us out there on the radio today, 877-767-4760, just give us a call. You don't have to go on the air. We're not going to put you on. We're not going to, put you on the spot. I just want to see if a phone line rings.
Right,
my
show
guess
us that you care.
My guess is the phone lines will not be ringing.
You can text us as well if you want to let us know that you're listening or watching. 70470, start it with the word team. Again, 70470, start it with the word team, as those lights
are light up
on the phone lines here at San Diego Sports 760. So no score.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
There they go.
Boom.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you. Phones are now humming.
They're humming
lit.
877-767-4760. So we're underway in the second inning. Both teams sent just 3 to the plate. Is that correct? Correct. Yeah, because they're caught stealing.
Correct.
So both teams sending 3 to the plate in the first. Darvish, by the way, that's a nice win, man. You don't have to throw additional pitches to Kyle Tucker. You're not dealing with traffic.
Yeah.
Right. You're not throwing more taxing pitches.
Yeah.
Like Freddie Fermin. Credit Freddie Fermin for throwing out whoever that was, Nico Horner, by a mile.
Yeah.
That was a big moment early. And like you said, every moment, every back and
single moment is so crucial, especially when you're dealing with a game that potentially could be as close as it is today.
Yeah, nobody's expecting blowout.
No, a 6-1 game, different story. 3-2 game,
right?
Every pitch, every moment is so crucial. Like just drawing a 4-pitch walk is a rally in an elimination game. That's how important everything is when it comes to win or go home.
We appreciate you guys. We see you on the phone lines, 877-767-4760. If you do want to weigh in, you can call us. We'll talk to you during the game. You can text us as well, 70470. Started with the word team. We'll continue our coverage. A little bit of a watch party here. We'll have full post-game reaction as well. Padres and Cubs scoreless and underway in the second inning. Winner moves on. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app.
All right, this update is brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Padres Cubs game 3, top of the second, scoreless between the Cubs and the Padres. 1 on, 2 out for the Padres. Moving over to the American League Wild Card Series, Tigers and Guardians. Right now, Tigers lead the Guardians 6-1 in the top of the 8th inning there. Tigers win, they move on. And then Yankees, Red Sox, game 3 of that series in the Bronx later tonight at 5:08. Need HVAC? This month, get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable. Wow.
All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. No score to the bottom of the second inning. Each team has a hit. So no score to the bottom of the second inning as Gavin Sheets strikes out. Jameson Taillon has been good. They put an interesting note up there, Jim.
They did.
It's been a lot of wind talk. Like, you don't really talk wind at Petco.
It's a huge factor at Wrigley.
Right. So they just put the stat up that when the wind blows right to left, which is something it's doing today at Wrigley, they show those pennants over the center field wall that have the standings in the regular season. And those things are due to left, like right to left. And Taillon's numbers with wind going right to left at Wrigley are not good. Like
5 ERA, yeah.
I think the team is 0-4. He's 0-4. And then the team was 6-0 when the wind was blowing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So you see something like that, you're like, well, maybe over the course of 3 or 4 or 5 innings, you get a break or two. I don't know how long Taillon's going to be for this game.
No idea. I have no idea how long Darvish going to be.
And here's what I do know. He's 2 scoreless in. So he's already done at least like 2/5 of his work or a half of his work at this point.
I do have a question for Brent because we have a little bit of a
Cubs fan in
there. Yeah. Hey, studio. Brent's a lifelong Cubs fan.
Yep.
Where are your nerves at for today, Brent? Like, are they high? Are they high today? We have a couple Cubs fans in our building, actually, by the way.
Yeah, Mark Zegan, the traffic guy.
Yeah, I saw Mark Zegan wearing his Cubs hat.
Usual for an elimination game.
They're up there.
It's nothing more than usual.
Like I mean, how could you not be? Like, it'd be weird, I feel like, if you weren't like nervous about a win or go home game.
No, I just wanted to know, like, are you sweating bullets every pitch? Are you
not yet? Because Taillon's been pitching well his last like 5 starts. He hit ERA under like 1.5.
Yep,
he's been really good,
and he's doing good so far today. So it's just a matter of us getting some runs.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I hate to go back to last year, but it's always in my mind.
Well, how do we get it out of your mind?
By them winning this game.
Okay.
So last year, you were just waiting on them to put something together. They were in the game the entire game, also on the road. Got good pitching from you, Darvish, right?
Yeah.
He was on the mound. And
got that TK home run and Teoscar home run, and that was it.
And they didn't have a runner in scoring position after like the second or third inning.
It was Tatis. And that was it.
And that was it. So that's why I said I thought it was important to score early. Now, I think it's still early. You could score in the third or fourth inning. That's early.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting here in the 7th inning and saying the Padres are sitting on a goose egg, even if the game's scoreless. Because it's just...
That would be like, wild if it was scoreless.
You really put everything into scoring first. And if you do it early, I do think it takes some pressure off of you.
Well, both of these teams' offenses, no one's humming right now. You know, the big knock for the Cubs was the 2 homers by Suzuki and Walker.
Yeah.
And the big knock for the Padres was the 2-run homer by Manny. That's like really it.
7 runs combined, 4 for the Padres, 3 for the Cubs.
Yeah.
In this series.
Yeah.
In 2 games.
And the Cubs' only other run that they scored was a manufactured run in the 8th inning on Tuesday where they, did what the Padres do, right?
Remind me how they scored as the Cubs have a leadoff single in the 2nd inning. And now I wonder if they will bunt after not doing it in the 1st inning. We'll see.
They bunted a guy over with Shaw, and it was his first bunt in his career.
Oh, that's right. Since in college.
Yeah. And then they drove him in on sac fly.
That was a number 9 hitter. Yeah. They'll send their 5-hole hitter to the plate right now with Kyle Tucker on. He's not running well. He has not been playing in the field.
His calf's an issue.
So that's a story as well. Are you bunting Kyle Tucker into scoring position in the 2nd inning?
Not with Seiya Suzuki. No,
he's homered in 5 of his last 6 games.
This is the lineup. Yeah. This is the part of the lineup where you're not bunting.
You can't if you're Chicago.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
And again, it doesn't make sense that Tucker's not running well.
Right. And on the flip side, like this is the part of the lineup for the Padres where they absolutely would bunt.
I mean, they've bunted everywhere in their lineup.
Everybody would bunt. I couldn't see like a Sheets or a Hearn bunt or
Manny
is
wow
double.
All right, so Tucker I wonder if Tucker makes it to third here, Jim.
He did.
does. Okay.
Yeah.
So Suzuki follows the Tucker single with a double, and it's second and third, nobody out for the Cubs in the second inning.
Darvish is just very hittable, man.
And that's what we said in the first inning.
Now, do you get someone up in the pen?
I think you have to.
Who?
Mason Miller for the next 8 innings. My answer to everything is why didn't they start Mason Miller, Jim? Here's what's big for me right here. Don't allow more than one run.
Here's who's up for me in the bullpen. Bradley Rodriguez.
Yeah, because you're trying to get some swing and miss stuff to get out of an inning.
Yeah, sinker, 100 miles per hour pitch. Now you need to get an out here from Darvish.
You got to get out of this. Kurt, tell me if you agree. I'll take getting out of here at 1 run. Second and third, nobody out.
I would too.
No, ideally, nothing.
1 run is.
Would you take? It's better than 2.
One run would be a win.
Yeah, because I think it's better than 2. Now, best case is you somehow wiggle out.
Avoid the big inning. Avoid that big inning here.
Look at this is interesting for me because what Mike Schultz going to do here is the infield going to come in at second and third. The danger of bringing the infield in at second and third. By the way, I don't know what they're talking about, Jim.
Pitch
what are they talking about?
Maybe pitch com.
Doesn't appear to be pitch com.
No.
Something with the pitch clock.
Oh, there we go.
What's interesting here is if you bring your infield in, hear me out. A ball squirts through, it's 2 runs. You play it back, you take an out, a run scores, and a runner moves to third with only 1 out. This is an interesting decision for Mike Schultz. They're kind of middle in right now.
They're playing infield. Yeah, kind of normal depth.
I think a little in.
A little in.
Little-ish. A little in.
Little in.
But a huge early spot for you, Darvish.
I'm getting some up in the pen. I'm sorry.
Carson Kelly is homered in this series. His only hit of the series. So he bats second and third, nobody out.
I'm getting up Bradley Rodriguez and Wandy Peralta.
Right.
You have to. You have to. Because right now, PCA comes up next, right?
Is he their 7-hole hitter?
Yeah.
He swung and missed through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Why you'd go to a lefty if you get this out here?
I wouldn't go to a lefty. I'm just saying. I think I. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow. So he just hit a batter. So yeah, at this point you'd be foolish not to have someone up.
You have to.
You'd be and they haven't showed the bullpen. I don't know if someone is up.
I don't know.
They haven't routinely showed the bullpen in this series. Where is the bullpen?
It's underneath the bleachers now.
Yeah, it no longer sits on the side.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm surprised they don't have a camera in there to show it. There's no way.
They would.
There is a camera in there.
They would.
But in this series, I haven't been seeing it when we've been on the air.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah. They've shown it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah,
you got to buy some time here.
Buy some time. I'm getting Peralta. I'm getting Bradley Rodriguez up. You have to get out of this inning. I mean, even now with bases loaded, no outs, I think 2 runs.
Estrada is up, according to Marty Caswell.
Okay.
Jeremiah Estrada is throwing in the bullpen
Makes
for
sense.
the Padres.
Anybody. Like, I get it. Bradley Rodriguez, it's a pretty tough situation to be in, but still, maybe Bradley Rodriguez for like 1 out, maybe not for 3. Estrada, though.
What's interesting here with Pete Crow Armstrong, by the way, again,
no pitches in the zone.
if you can get the strikeout or you can get the ground ball. Remember, with the ground ball, force everywhere. Yeah. Now, Brent's pointing to bunting with the bases loaded.
But he's so fast, though.
Yeah.
If he gets it down far enough, I think.
But isn't there then a play everywhere? Safety's hard with a force everywhere. Maybe.
Just with how he's been struggling.
I think Brent's right.
Let's see if the corners are
Or if he swings away, can we get a little double play action here?
That's what I'm thinking. Well, double play starting at home.
Infield is in.
Yep.
Actually, no, it's not.
The corners are in, though, expecting maybe a bunt.
They're playing double play.
All right, so yeah, this is really interesting. So Jeremiah Estrada throwing, Yu Darvish struggling here in the second inning. This is always the concern. He has not been clean this year. It's as simple as that. He didn't pitch in the first half of the year. He has not been crisp at all year long.
All right, can I second guess even though nothing's happened?
Yeah, do it. Yeah, nothing's happened, so he can get out of it still.
And this goes back to before the series. They didn't want Michael King in this situation. Oh,
all right. PCA has scored at least a run here.
That's dropped. At least 2 runs. Wow.
That's
his first. No, it's 1 run.
Just 1.
Oh, no.
All right. An RBI single from Pete Crow Armstrong. And then he points at the John and Jim logo. Because after what Jim said about him earlier this year. So 1-0 Cubs in the second, still nobody out. How much longer can you keep Darvish out there? I say no additional batters.
You can't. I mean, you're at the bottom of the order now, but like.
It's hard contact, though, in the inning. right?
Yeah.
Suzuki, 3 hits in the inning.
It's obviously hindsight, but like I said, you chose Darvish over Michael King.
Yep, they did.
Unless there's something that they know that we don't about Michael King, you chose that. That's especially seeing what Darvish has done this year. That's crazy.
Interesting here. So a huddle behind the mound, will that chase Darvish or not? I mean, Darvish goes 1+ innings, and that was the last thing you could possibly have
That's
happen.
it? Is he done?
If he's done, he's going 1+ innings.
He's done.
I think he's done.
He's done. Estrada's coming in.
Wow. And now you need the Estrada 13 strikeout Padres.tv commercial. Now you need the swings and misses from Estrada.
That's brutal, man.
Or a ground ball double play that starts at home.
This was the DEFCON 1 situation that we were trying to avoid when we were talking about last night. We said you have to get length. You had to get into the 4th at least.
Yeah, we said give us 3+ innings, and you can go from there. Even that was going to be hard.
And you didn't even get through.
You got
3 outs.
Wow. How many pitches did he throw, Jim? Do you have that in front of you? I mean, they were taxing because he couldn't get an out. He threw 21 pitches. They attacked him. He threw just 21 pitches to 8 batters. So they were really swinging. And they have chased Yu Darvish, and Jeremiah Estrada, who has had his struggles over the last month.
Yeah.
Is going to come on here in the 2nd inning.
This is obviously the biggest moment of the game. Duh, Jim Facts.
I like that. You got to get out of here at 2-0 or
have to.
At worst.
Have to. You have to. If this thing gets sideways here, I know I said about 30 minutes ago I felt confident. My confidence level would be shot.
Well, yeah, if it goes sideways.
Because if it goes sideways here and it's like they put a 4 spot up on the board in the 2nd. Now the only positive I can take from that is that it's early and you have time.
And yeah, you have time. And the offense at times this year has shown a propensity to come from behind and win. They have. Now, I don't know if they've done it against this elite bullpen and on the road in this scenario, but there is time. All right. Pitching, pitching change here. Jeremiah Estrada coming on in the 2nd inning. 1-0 Cubs, bases loaded, nobody out. We'll continue to react on the other side. We have post-game reaction for you as well. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, a bit of a worst case scenario playing out. They're in the second inning. John and Jim, it's 2-0 Cubs. Jeremiah Estrada has come on for you, Darvish. He walked in a run and then struck out the 9-hole hitter, but the bases are still loaded, Jim, with only one out. It remains a massive spot. Can you somehow get out of it at 2 runs? It feels like it's the difference between potentially winning and losing right now as they go back to the top of the order.
Look, we said I think 2 runs here feels like a win.
We initially said 1,
but then the bases got loaded.
Said 2, but we don't want to say 3.
No, 3 would be bad. And what Jeremiah Estrada is doing right now, it doesn't really make much sense to me because he threw no fastballs to Dansby Swanson and he walked him. He has no control of his slider right now.
He threw 3 fastballs to Matt Shaw and struck him out.
Blew him away.
He's swung and missed at all 3 of them.
This slider, if it hangs to Bush here, it's going out. And then the game is over. So, like, they need to get out of this at the worst down 3-0.
I agree with you.
At the worst. And that's probably the best slider he's thrown since he's been out there. So, like, it's crunch time right now. Second inning, man. Playoff baseball. This is... Brent's losing his mind back there.
It's one thing to trail by 2. It's a whole nother thing to trail by more. It's a whole nother thing not to have your starter who went 1 inning. You got to navigate these innings, but you have to get out of this at 2 runs.
Have to. And look, when you think about the rest of this game, it is inning by inning. It is piecing this thing inning by inning. Your plan has already blown up in your face. So you don't have the luxury of sticking to the script. The script, it's ripped up. So right now, the most important thing, even if he has to go to Wandy Peralta, is getting out of this inning at worst down 3-0.
Correct. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, this is the classic Mike Schilt. Like, if you get back to the dugout down 2, it's like the winners find solutions. We'll figure it out.
Like,
we're fine. If you can get there in a 2-run game, like you said, even 3, but you get there in a 2-run game, you're going to figure it out. You're a good enough team.
Yeah.
But you got to avoid that crooked number here, that big inning.
The crooked number will kill you, which it just almost, oh man, it's hard to see the ball.
He's out in front of a pitch.
It was, yeah.
Yep.
But like that's the key right now is by any means necessary, get out of this inning.
You're right. And you go inning to inning, and I'm not worried about, what if Jeremiah Estrada throws a lot of pitch? It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If Estrada can get out of this spot and keep it at 2-0, he's done his job. Truthfully, even with 100%, the walk, he's done his job. If 100%. He can.
And he's at 15 pitches. I don't care.
Matter.
Doesn't matter.
I agree with you.
Doesn't matter. Like and even if they want to go to Wandy Peralta here for who's up next?
Horner.
Yeah. Horner's
is Horner a lefty? Well, they didn't go.
No, Horner's a righty.
Horner's a righty, and
Bush is a lefty.
Bush is the lefty in the batter's box.
But
right
Tucker,
right, exactly.
Tucker. If it gets to Tucker, then we got problems.
That's exactly right. So the bases are loaded.
3-2 pitch,
just massive right here as he steps off. So he's already walked in a run on a 3-2 pitch. Imagine the adrenaline. You're talking about a guy that was in the Cubs organization.
Bro, my adrenaline right now is through the roof, and I'm not even pitching.
I'm not a baseball
player.
Tentacles to the Estrada story as well.
Oh man, do you see that?
He stepped off with the pitch clock at 1.
Oh my gosh.
Otherwise, it would have been a walk, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Did they get a double play?
My gosh.
They did. Wow.
Huge. Massive play. Oh my God.
Huge.
Wow.
So they get out of it at 2 runs. Estrada does his job. That was massive. So again, I don't think from here, it was worst case scenario a second ago. To be down 2-0 after 2 innings. All right. So you got to score a couple runs. It's not the end of the world. Could have been way worse. Could have been way worse than that.
I feel like momentum, even though the Cubs scored first and they're up 2 there. I mean, that double play. Circle it. That's the moments.
Play.
Circle that double play.
3-2 pitch. Right?
Yep.
You throw a pitch out of the zone, it's 3-0 with 1 out. And he gets the hard hit ground ball. That's where you want the hard contact. Because you get the hard contact, it starts the double play. That was huge.
That was huge.
So 2-0.
Could be worse.
You were going to need to score a couple of runs. Didn't we say that? You never expected to win the game 1-0.
Could be way worse. The game was in the balance there. The game, if you get a ball in the gap there, I'm sorry, game's pretty much over. Like I mean, at least it's not over, but it feels over.
Right.
And you get out of it allowing only 2. That's after what happened in that inning. They got the best case scenario when they had the bases loaded, no outs. Do you agree?
Yeah, completely. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of kissing your sister there. There's a world where you get out of it unscathed and everything comes together. That would have been amazing. Like a 1-2-3 double play and a strikeout, right? That world exists. You get out of a bases loaded spot without allowing a run or maybe just one. But they navigated there. Like they grinded. They chase you, Darvish, and Estrada comes. Estrada's been shaky. That was some of Estrada's best work, even with the walk.
Yeah, that
to
was,
walk in a run.
I again, circle that double play. I'm circling that thing with a permanent marker that if they come back in this game, that will be the moment that we will go back to as to why they won. Now, obviously, they got to score runs, right?
In fact.
But a huge reason if they come back here will be because of that moment right there. And, big ups to Jeremiah Estrada. Massive. I don't like how he threw no fastballs to Dansby Swanson, but getting out of it, allowing only 2 runs there, huge.
Brent, can we play? Nah, I don't want you to pause anything. I'd love to hear what Mike Schill has to say through 2 innings, and they're talking to him on television. Well, if we have a chance to play it, I'd be curious to hear.
My guess is we're going to piece this thing together. All hands on deck. Everybody's available. He's a huge guy that inning without.
Well, that's your guess.
I heard the last thing that Schill said he just goes, "We'll figure it out."
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to think right now. You'll have to figure it out, and it'd be great here if the Padres could
score,
put it on the board.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you saw after the double play, if you looked at the Padres bench and the dugout, they exploded.
Everybody.
So,
did.
I mean, again, from a momentum perspective, yeah, I'd rather be in the Cubs' shoes with the 2-0 lead, but it could have been way worse. Cubs would have had all the momentum in the world with one more hit.
Yep. If
that gets stretched out to 4-0 and the inning still go, I mean, that changes everything. 2-0, you live with 4-0, you're on life support.
Because now you're Jameson Taillon, you're pitching a little more free and easy. And who knows how long he goes, but the longer he goes, it's I'm not gonna say worse. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, like you want to get in that Cubs bullpen as quickly as possible. Now you haven't done anything against the Cubs bullpen all series, but still, you can't let Jameson Taillon here just mow you
5
down.
Innings.
Yeah.
Their bullpen's too good to not make them think about what they're going to do in the 4th inning.
And they have a plan, just like the Padres had a plan.
And they didn't use anyone for 7 outs at any point in this series.
And a couple of their guys are fully rested, ready to go because they did not pitch yesterday. And guys that did pitch yesterday, like Rogers, he's going to be available. But you know who also is available right now that didn't pitch yesterday? Drew Pomeranz for all your lefties. The flamethrower, what's his name? Penzanella.
Oh, no. Placencia.
Penzanella.
I like Penzanella.
The doctor gave me that when I was sick once.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Palencia, Pomeranz, Rogers, whoever they're
They have a good bullpen.
Yeah, their bullpen's rested. So, you got to make Jameson Taillon work here
now.
And get him to throw a bunch of pitches and get some pressure.
Or, score off
on him. Yeah, score.
Yeah.
Put it on the board.
I agree.
You have to here.
All right, we'll take a timeout. Hour 2 of John and Jim are with you. Full reaction to this decisive Game 3 of the Wild Card Series. Season's on the line for both the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Winner moves on to Milwaukee and the NLDS. It's 2-0 Cubs in the 3rd. Hour 2 of John and Jim on San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app is next.
All right, this update is brought to you by Staples Stores. Padres Cubs game 3, winner go home. Cubs lead the Padres 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Tigers just finished off the Guardians 6-3. They're moving on to the American League Division Series. And later tonight, Yankees and Red Sox game 3 in the Bronx. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal day at Staples starting October 5th. Enjoy 7 days of savings on over thousands of products online and in your local Staples store, from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
Getting you all set for that drive home. Let's just start the show. Here's John and Jim.
All right, San Diego and Southern California, what's going on? This is hour 2 of John and Jim, here until 6 p.m. Padres and Cubs playing a win or go home game, and the Cubs are leading 2-0. The Padres offense has been very quiet through 3 innings against Jamison Tyon. Now, Jeremiah Estrada stays out there, Jim, in the bottom of the third inning. Michael King has been throwing, but they're trying to get as many outs as they can here from Estrada.
He's only at 20 pitches. I think you could push this thing to around 30, and if you can, then you got a little bit of length out of Estrada. Actually, you got a lot of length out of Estrada. If you can get through this inning right here, which he has 2 outs now, that'd be massive.
I mean, I wonder if he gets a quick out to end this inning, if he can stay out there. You know how that is in those decisive games. All of a sudden, someone's just covering. You never envision it. You're like, wow, Jeremiah Estrada, he was the difference.
Do you want to go up, down with Estrada?
Depending on how he looks, and right now he's looking pretty good. I mean, if he goes 1, 2, 3 here, I don't know if they would do it or not. But you're still only in the 4th inning, even if he gets out of this.
If he gets out of this, I think you're right. I think he does go back out there for the 4th,
which is crazy.
And then he'll try to get an out. And then what Schulte loves to do is to take over in the middle of an inning.
Yep.
Now, Kyle Tucker's up, so you got the middle of their order.
Yeah, could you have gone lefty here? Yeah, absolutely.
You could have
here.
Right, you could have gone Peralta.
Yeah,
to finish the inning.
It's only the 3rd inning.
Yeah, it's tough. I think they might be saving Peralta for later in the game.
A bigger spot against the lefty than right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And just, hey, Estrada, go for as long as we can let you go for.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a number in mind as far as pitches go. And once you hit it, we got you out. But my guess is they said, hey, Estrada, can you get us 30 to 35 pitches today?
I mean, you made the great point initially. If they come back and win this game, it is a big if, capital IF. Jeremiah Estrada will be a big reason why.
Huge reason why.
Presumably, assuming this game isn't 12-10 at one point.
Knowing Mike Schill as well, we know as well as we know Mike Schill.
He
might start a presser with Jeremiah Estrada if they come back and win.
Again, it's an if, but he did a really nice job there in the 2nd inning.
Kyle Tucker's 2 for 2, man.
Yep.
He's heating up.
And again, there's reasons to go lefty on lefty there, but it's the 3rd inning.
Right.
So you have to, you're picking your spots. Mm-hmm. You can live with a single from Kyle Tucker with 2 outs.
Yeah, keep him in the ballpark.
Yep.
And keep him from extra base hits. So, you're in the middle of the Cubs lineup right now. I agree. 1 out left in the inning. You don't, and you're not going to Michael King. You're not. The way
not to end an inning.
Not to end an inning. You are starting an inning with Michael King.
Right.
If they were to choose to do so starting in the 4th. This is where I would say, can you get through here from Estrada? You had 25
pitches. This is a massive
pitches.
moment.
This is a moment.
Suzuki has hit everything out of the yard.
And he had a doubles last at bat.
So this is a massive moment.
Every moment's a massive
moment. I know.
Moment.
Well, maybe I'd say this is a massive spot. This is I'm circling this spot because Estrada has had trouble keeping balls in the yard, and Seiya Suzuki has hit everything hard for the last week.
I will say Estrada has settled down after the walk to Dansby Swanson. He is definitely locating better. His fastball location is very good. You just can't leave one over the middle of the plate.
2-0 Cubs, bottom 3. There's plenty of time.
Yeah,
but also the time can run out.
Yeah.
So you don't want to tempt fate and wait on this thing until the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's why, everything blowing up in your face in the 2nd. You have time to overcome it just as long as you kept it within striking distance, which is what they did.
Right.
So now you can look at this as we have enough time to come back here. If that thing was 4-0 or 5-0, that would feel like a Mount Everest climb.
Well, I think the other question, and we talked about it maybe off air after Tatis struck out to end a quick third inning for Tyon is like, is this team now going to press, or are they going to do things the way they've done it when they've been successful? Are they going to see pitchers? Are they going to see pitches or swing at pitches because they feel like they have to, swing their way back into the game immediately?
Right. That's what I'm kind of more worried about, because the first 2 at bats from Fernando Tatis Jr. today were awful.
Yep.
And Manny, he stung one that got caught by PCA, so that's a good sign.
Yep.
The ball carried on a rise there.
They haven't had a ton of fly balls, the Padres, on offense. The Arise ball, the Machado ball.
O'Hearn got a hit, but it was like
ground ball.
It was like a 20 hopper.
Yep.
So not really hard contact other than Manny so far in the game.
Yeah, exactly
from
right.
Tyon. So we'll see. Jeremiah Estrada needs to get out of this inning though, which he did. There we go.
That's a huge strikeout.
Wow.
Huge strikeout of Seiya Suzuki. So again, I feel like it was Estrada that stabilized this game. This thing, the Padres are on the ropes, right? Everyone is standing. It's the second inning. They've chased Yu Darvish. There's nobody out. I mean, it was nobody out and 2-0, right?
Yep. And
is that right? Yeah, it was 2-0, nobody out. From that point on, he goes strikeout double play.
Yeah.
So now could you have? Yeah, I mean the walk forced in a second run, but considering the circumstance, I don't think you could ask for more than this. And Estrada's kind of settled this game down a little bit. Now you got 2, 3, and 4 in your lineup. Second time through against Tyon. Do something.
Do something.
Score.
Do something mean.
Yeah, try to
go put some pressure on
bases.
Yeah,
and do it safely.
Yeah, make sure that you touch all bases and then you touch home plate.
However it is, walk, steal,
hit by pitch, pass ball,
home run, whatever.
Something.
Just do something, because again, this is my worst fear last night wrap-up show, the first 8 minutes today. Don't wait around to score. You're just going to press and get tighter and tighter and tighter. You have to score sooner rather than later. We can't go down this path of it's going to take forever for them to scratch across the run, especially now trailing by multiple runs. There's plenty of time in this game. Estrada's day is over. Clearly.
He's done.
He's got to be done.
Which he did his job. And, talking about all the scenarios that could unfold in this game, I would bet that this scenario came up where if Darvish just implodes in on himself, where do you go there? And Estrada probably was the first guy that they set out of the bullpen. And he pitched beautifully. If they win this game, man, I can't stress enough. And you feel the same way. Man, that double play and Estrada getting through the third at it only being 2-0 with the heart of the Cubs order up when the bases were loaded.
The bases were loaded 2-0, and that was back to the top of the order.
Yeah. And you went strikeout.
Strikeout of 9, double play of 1.
Right. Walk to Swanson, strikeout of 9, double play to end the inning.
On a 3-2 pitch, the double play. You couldn't miss.
Incredible.
In that spot. So
you got to score runs for that to count.
But 2-0, again, you can live with that. If you can't overcome a two-run deficit,
you don't deserve to win.
Yeah, and if you can't score, I mean, this is what we talked about last year. I mean, this is just part of it.
But this kind of feels like an inning that, hey, let's go, guys. You got 2, 3, 4 up.
Second time
seems tie on, and let's go here. You put some good at bats against him the first time around through this part of the order. Now you got to make sure that you make it count.
I mean, you got Arise, Machado, Merrill, right? Guys that are fully capable. And this is where Arise, a lot of people like to see Arise as a leadoff hitter, right? That was a big conversation this year. He's hitting second. Should he be leading off? It's a table-setting moment for Luis Arise. Just reach, man.
Yeah, because Manny is pretty. Here we go. Oh my goodness!
Wow,
did he catch that?
That is an incredible play. Dansby Swanson again has made a brilliant defensive play.
Oh my god!
A line drive off his glove that fell in front of him. He then was able to still throw out Luis Arise. Incredible play by Dansby Swanson.
I thought that was a single.
Incredible. First of all, how did he get to that?
I have no idea.
Jim, that's 11 feet in the air.
Why is Arise so slow down the line?
He ran out of the baseline. He thought he was out.
Because he scorched that.
Did he think he was out?
He thought he was out.
He thought he was out. Oh, he did.
I get it. I thought he was. Look at this.
Here we go.
He starts and he stops. Wow.
Oh.
That's the difference between reaching base safely there. You can't start and stop.
And
that's the difference.
He knows it too. If he ran it out, it's much closer play.
I think he would have been safe.
Maybe.
I think he would have been safe. Oh, wow. They have not.
Brutal. Dansby Swanson has taken over the series defensively, by the way.
I mean, it's basically the reason why the Cubs won game 1.
He was
A big reason why.
I think Mike Schultz said Circle Dansby Swanson is the play of the game there.
We've been
game
doing
one.
a lot of circling this week.
We have.
Schultz, me, you.
Get out.
Oh my
gosh.
So Machado fouls out
The wind brought
up
that
against
back.
the railing. Yes, because the wind is blowing that way. That's exactly right to left. It brought it back first.
100%. 100% the wind brought that
think
back.
about the two plays in this inning. A rise line drive that's a base hit off the bat. That's an out. And then Manny Machado fouls out in a ball that should have been in the dugout.
I thought that was way out.
I thought it was way out.
But like you see Manny there.
He's shaking his head.
He's like, that ball was
What?
way foul.
Ooh.
Ripped on the left. Okay.
Merrill double, maybe.
That's why you never bunt with Merrill. Just saying. Here we go. All right.
All right, Merrill double.
Huge moment again for your team to get a run on the board. We said any means necessary, get a run across the board. Merrill just hits a double. Padres are in business with 2 outs.
Man, Jackson Merrill, the way he finished this year, like looking at Jackson Merrill like he looked in the second half of 2024, this guy is such a good hitter.
Yeah, if he had a full season, he would have put up the same numbers or close to the same numbers he had last year.
He's and here's the other thing about Merrill. I always say he's a clutch hitter. He'll do it with 2 outs. He can do it with 2 strikes.
Yep.
He hits it for enough power. It's not all home runs, the doubles.
Yeah.
He's just a good young player.
I always believed in you, Xander.
This is a big spot for Xander.
I always believed in you, buddy.
What did we talk about more than anything this year with Xander?
Big moments.
Runners in scoring position.
Runners in scoring position. Now the Cubs have someone up, a lefty up in their bullpen for the lefty lane that's coming up here for the Padres,
That's
which
exactly
is what Craig Counsell, looking at and saying that he loves.
Schulte's got his wow.
Oh, I thought that was
Schulte's
fair.
got his bench as well.
With who?
I
Iglesias?
don't really know. I mean, he did pinch hit Iglesias in the 4th inning yesterday for Gavin Sheets.
He did, but he had good numbers
Yeah.
off of Imanaga.
And he actually has some good numbers off Tyon.
Oh man, that's so close right there. Game of inches there, buddy. Deep breaths. Woosah.
Let's keep it for another minute here. Against 2-0 Cubs in the top of the 4th inning. Just every pitch has so much riding on it, I mean, it's just
That's what makes playoff baseball though like the best.
it really
It's also
is.
the worst because you're just agonizing after every single pitch.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's a big moment here for Xander. Big moment. Okay. All right.
So where do you think they go in the 4th? The Padres? Have we decided where they go in the bottom of the inning?
I would not have King.
Maybe for an inning, maybe 2, inning and a third. It seems like Estrada's day has got to be done.
It's done.
After the Tucker hit, right? He threw a good
Yeah.
amount of pitches there.
you
Seems like
start
his
you start
days.
King with a clean inning.
Yeah. As opposed to, yeah, you're right.
And then because you're not, I mean, that's the thing is like Miller and Morahone, they're not going more than like 5 outs combined, I feel like today. Maybe even less.
Right.
And I mean, you got to score some runs here. But again, Xander, can he come through?
All right, we'll take a break because we're going to be here all day long.
Yeah.
Padres are trailing the Cubs 2-0. They're in the top of the 4th inning. Don't go anywhere. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. Michael King is on, and the sun is a factor as it sets at Wrigley for fielders, including Fernando Tatis Jr. You're right, but consider something, Jim. As the Padres didn't score, remember, in the top of the inning.
Correct.
Luis Ariz, if he would have run that ball out, and I kind of get it. It was a line drive. It appeared to be caught, then it was dropped, and then picked up, and he was thrown out. If he runs that ball out, you reconstruct the inning. Padres are on the board. Jackson Merrill later doubled.
That's true.
In the inning. So that looms for the Padres, who are trailing 2-0 in the fourth inning.
Yeah. Everything is magnified. And honestly, who knows if he beats it out there, but still the fact that he slowed down because he thought that Swanson caught that cost him an opportunity to potentially be safe at first. Because when it first happened and I saw how far away Ariz was from first when he got thrown out, I'm like, what?
Where are you?
Did he not run?
You're right. We don't know, but I do think when you stop, like you've changed like your ability to get down the line. Like he had to go from
100%.
a full stop back to a sprint. That was, I would imagine that was the difference.
I think it would have still been close.
Maybe it would have been close. Yeah.
But we never know. We'll never know.
Yeah. And now the interesting dynamic you talked about, well, if King was going to appear, could King have just started the game? Remember, Darvish gets just 3 outs. And now here is Michael King coming on out of the bullpen for the first time in his Padres career, right?
Yeah. In his career, obviously with the Yankees, mostly out of the bullpen until the very end where he started, starting games. But the thing here is, and I said it last week watching Darvish pitch, it's like, I don't know if I would start him on the road here, guys, especially if Michael King is healthy and he's in the game. So he's obviously available. He was available and they decided to go the other route. Now, again, hindsight here, we got to see what King does.
Well, it's like you said, if King's not effective, like, why didn't you start Randy Vasquez?
Yeah, start Randy Vasquez.
And if King is effective, it's also different pitching in the fourth and starting a game. It's 2-0, not scoreless.
Yeah. Even before I saw Darvish pitch today, even like last week, I was like, I don't know about Darvish in game 2 and 3.
Right. No, you did. You said that. I remember. Well, what did we all say, though? Other than Pivetta, how confident are you? Cease, to his credit, did more than what was expected.
Think about this, though. Besides Nick Pivetta, who went 5 in game 1, to this point, you've gotten
4 2/3
4 2/3. No. Yeah, 4 2/3 innings out of your starting pitchers.
Is that right? Was yesterday 3 2/3?
3 2/3. Should have started King.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing we should recognize. That now the Cubs have the full complement of their bullpen, and I feel like the starter has done enough here in Taillon that if I'm Craig Counsell, I don't need to get that cute with my bullpen to cover the remaining game.
Well, the lefty lane's coming up, so is Counsell going to go to his bullpen and go to a lefty
to start the inning,
or is he going to try to squeeze something out of Taillon here in the fifth? If it were me, I'm going to my lefty lane bullpen.
Me too. Because listen, the difference between one batter reaching is now the tying run is at the plate.
Yep.
So I don't think there's any margin in a 2-run game.
Pomeranz is available along with the 2. They have 3 other lefties in their bullpen. Rogers. Right. So we'll see. You kind of hope that Craig Counsell F's this up like he did yesterday.
True. Yeah, but he made a mistake yesterday.
On the flip side, he also had a pretty flawless game in game 1.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But this thing's so far from over that he's still got to be good.
Yeah.
Because he's going to navigate 3 or 4 relievers in all likelihood, maybe more.
Because if you keep this at 2, if you're the Padres, all you got to do offensively is get a runner on. You got the tying run at the plate.
He just had it in the 4th inning.
I know.
Had the tying run at the plate and Xander Bogaerts.
That was a huge moment, and Xander didn't come through.
That's right. And yeah, Merrill again had that double. So they've had that. They're going to have, if they keep it at 2, they'll have the tying run at the plate at some point. They'll have another base runner.
Yeah.
So you just got to think, let's create some opportunities. Let's get a leadoff man on. If they had a leadoff base runner in 4 innings, I don't think they have.
No, they haven't.
Put some pressure on the Cubs.
That'd be nice.
Again, to keep it at 2, this thing would feel completely different if Jeremiah Estrada in that 2nd inning allowed 1 more hit. And this was 4-0 right now.
4-0, I'm like, my entire mood would have changed. But 2-0, you're in striking distance every inning. You just got to keep it at 2. That's the only thing here is you got to keep it at 2, because if you don't and the Cubs tack on a couple more runs here with the way the Padres offense has performed in this series, other than the 2-run homer by Manny, I mean, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in the 4th inning here as King. Wow. Okay. Maybe, hey, maybe he should have started.
Yeah, it's so hard to know because you can't go back and say what would he have done in the 1st inning compared to what is he doing in the 4th inning against like a different, like, this isn't even like he didn't even start at the top of the order. You can't go back and do that, really.
I know.
You know what I mean? You can't go recreate something that doesn't exist. There's no word. We don't know what happens if King would have started this game as opposed to Darvish. But we have pointed out the fact that, I mean, I think King and Darvish have struggled. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like coming in, I wasn't overly confident in either of them. Who's throwing right now? That's Peralta's throwing for the Padres in the bullpen. So you're trying to hide an inning with Michael King, maybe more. I mean, they got a couple of innings from Jeremiah Estrada. They can piecemeal these innings together. Just got to get the offense going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're going to get to a 5th inning, hopefully. And you've only really used Jeremiah Estrada from your bullpen.
Yeah. And
if you can get there.
Right. You know, I can't even think about the weekend in Milwaukee right now.
No, not trailing 2-0.
Not 2-0.
Yep.
Like just
I can't think about if they're leading 2-0.
I know. You got to get through this game any means necessary. All hands on deck. Everyone's available. And King's looked great so far. He's looked really, really good. And if they lose this game, there will be some second guessing for sure about why did you start Darvish over King as King strikes out the side.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair. It's fair. There's still time here where let's see what happens from this point on. You know, there's still time. They head to the 5th inning, 2-0 Cubs at Wrigley Field in Chicago. All right. John and Jim with you here on San Diego Sports 760. Here's a question for Brent. We have both of the giveaways today. Okay. So we do have, let's see, we have Judas Priest tickets definitely today. So we'll give those away at some point for those hanging out with us here today on our watch party for Game 3. And Brent's checking if we have Aztec tickets or not. This is a game that's tomorrow night at Snapdragon Stadium. By the way, Sean Lewis show tonight at 6, right here on San Diego Sports 760. Aztecs trying to get to 4-1 with a win tomorrow. And we do.
We do have
Okay, we have Aztec tickets. We'll give those away later during today's game. So we have Aztec tickets to give away. We have Judas Priest tickets to give away. We'll give those away during today's game. We're here until 6 p.m. It is 2-0 Cubs heading to the 5th. This is John and Jim. All right, hey guys, it is John and Jim again for the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players Place. It is now open. Their hotel and spa at Jamul Casino Resort. It's the next level of luxury. It's arrived. You can treat yourself to a stunning new stay, rooftop relaxation, indulgent spa treatments, and all the thrills of Jamul Casino Resort, now all in one unforgettable destination.
And savor San Diego's ultimate endless dining experience at Jamul 23. From their world-famous lobster brunch served every morning to their VIP endless dining experience each evening, indulgent chef-curated specialties, fresh seafood, prime cuts, and decadent desserts, all with stunning panoramic views.
More on the spa. You want to unwind in style, experience pure relaxation with indulgent treatments. This is at the spa at Jamul Casino Resort. So you can book your treatment today at jamulcasino.com/spa. That's jamulcasino.com/spa at the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players Place.
All right, this update is brought to you by Staples Stores. Padres Cubs game 3. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Cubs lead 2-0. Runner on first with 1 out in the inning. Moving over to the Guardians and Tigers game earlier today. Tigers beat the Guardians 6-3. They're moving on to face the Mariners in the American League Division Series. And later tonight, Yankees and Red Sox game 3 from the Bronx. Cue the easy button because it's almost as easy deals days at September return. Starting October 5th. Enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and your local Staples store, from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at Staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
All right, so we wondered if the Cubs would stick with their starter, Jamison Taillon, who was terrific through 4 innings. They elected not to because Mike Schilt has a lineup that has 3 straight left-handed hitters in it. So they go to their first lefty, which was Caleb Thielbar, and he got 2 of the 3, Jim, but he didn't get Gavin Sheets, which means Craig Counsell is going to go deeper into his bullpen. So again, the Padres have known all series. There's no secret. Craig Counsell knows lefty, lefty, lefty.
Yep.
They've pinch hit once with Jose Iglesias this series. They're not doing it there. But again, that lane's going to present itself again later in the game.
Yeah.
And they've got more left-handed relievers that are better than Caleb Thielbar, potentially still available to them.
Pomeranz especially is going to get in this game. Rogers is probably going to get in this game.
Yep.
Panzanella is coming in right now.
You mean Placencia?
Why do I keep saying Panzanella?
I have no idea. It's not even close, but I love when you say it.
Dude.
Here, Penzanella. It reminds me of like something I put in my car. Like I need some more Penzanella.
Penzanella
Make this
oil.
thing run.
Yeah, can I get some?
Sound like John trying to name Pokemon.
Yeah, can I get some Penzanella oil, please?
Charizard's coming in. Here's how I'm going to boil down the rest of this game. Someone's got to run into a ball.
Yep.
Make it easy on yourself. How many times do we say in the days leading up to the postseason, going single, single, single is hard against good pitching?
Yeah, station to station is very hard.
What's easier is you swing the bat and the ball goes over the fence. I say that it's not easy, but you know my point. A home run would come in handy. They've had base runners in the last couple of innings. They've had tying runs at the plate the last couple of innings. They could use the big swing, right? They could really use that big hit to get even in a game like this, as opposed to trying to single and sacrifice and steal and single. That's hard.
It's very hard. And just having a guy run into one in the postseason is like how teams win series in advance. Like you just got to have guys run into one sometimes. And it's not always going to be your star players. Like, hey, Freddie Fermin, I'm being dead serious. Freddie Fermin, can you run into one? You know, can someone in this lineup run into one?
Is that asking for too much for them to? I mean, it might. 2 home runs in the series. They've hit 1 so far. I'm asking for too much. Hit 1 more.
It might.
You're right. It may be.
Maybe.
I mean, when I go, yeah. I mean, if they're done in by hitting at the end of the day, no one's overly surprised. If they're done in by a lack of slug, are you overly surprised by that? No, it's been an issue.
I mean, we can't go another elimination game where the Padres don't score any runs. We can't do this again.
I'm not willing to do it.
I don't want to do this again. I mean, we can't. They have to score in this game.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I've decided. By the way, did I call him Placencia? It's Palencia. Would you call him Penzatella?
I called him, Penzatella.
Or Palencia.
I called him Penzatella.
The highlight of the game is your pronunciation.
What's this guy's name?
This dude's
Palencia.
Name. Palencia. I've been nervous this whole game,
dude.
Man.
Me
I've had
too.
That pit in the stomach feeling.
I'm like
for
shaking.
2 hours. Okay,
I'm shaking. It's only the 5th inning.
It's only the top of the 5th inning.
This game's ending at 6:01.
No, it shouldn't, but it may.
It's playoff baseball, man.
That's true. When you put it that way, when you put it that way, I kind of like what you're saying. I do agree with that.
Run into one, Freddie.
Are we asking for too much?
Hey, he did.
All right.
Kind of. Wow.
All right. Padres are in business. Okay. Padres in business now with 2nd and 3rd in the 5th inning and 2 outs. And now you're a base hit away from potentially a tie.
Or you're that, hey, we just ran into a 3-run homer. Now we're leading the game.
That's a good point. Because
Fernando Tatis Jr. is at the plate.
That's a good point. But even a base hit, even a single here. Now you got a catcher at second base, but even a single in this spot, and you could be even. And this against the high leverage Thiel bar against the lefties. They go to Palencia here, who was great in game one.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Toddy.
He a Fermin double.
Come on, Toddy.
I can't look at anything that's ahead of me.
Dude.
I'm not looking at gas. I'm not looking at the chat. Jim's standing.
It's a big moment.
They're all big.
Yeah, but you got 2 on, 2 out. Ties the plate.
Yeah. You're right.
Come on.
Well, we won't ask for anything again today.
Right.
Today. We're not asking for. We don't ask for much.
I mean, I kind of. I don't want anything else. I just want Toddy to do something here.
Right. Well, that's what we were saying.
Do something.
That's what we were saying. What is he? 0 for 2 in this game to this point? Yeah. Struck out his last time up.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's postseason baseball. Right? No, dude, do not look at the chat.
Sorry, I did.
The chat can be ahead.
You're
the
right.
chat can be ahead of us. Didn't you? Halfway home, 2-0 Cubs. And Palencia's doing whoever that Yankee reliever was. He's
the big moment.
Like,
Go for it.
I get it.
It's not the 3rd inning.
I
dude.
get it. It's the 5th. What's your reaction to what we're seeing so far?
My reaction is
like Toddy, you're here for that moment.
It's a moment for Tatis, and he did not come through. Didn't come through.
0 for 3.
Pretty uncompetitive at bat, to be honest with you.
I don't even remember it. I remember the end result. He fell behind 0-2.
Fell behind 0-2. Ball
took a
outside.
Pitch away. That's what he struck out on last time.
And then a can of corn to the right fielder.
No, you're right.
He's put together.
Yeah, like you can't put it on sheets and Fermin to do all your work.
3 uncompetitive at bats from Tatis today. I mean, it's hard to kill the guy because in his postseason career he's been amazing.
And I thought he had value yesterday.
He had a great game yesterday. Defensively,
defense was
at the plate, on the base pass. He was great yesterday. But, this is where your big bats need to come through. And maybe that's the best moment you're going to get in this game to really break through and put some runs on the board and make this thing a ball game again.
Well, they still have Palencia for another inning if they want to go there. I assume they will. They still have the lefty lane with the Pomerances of the world and the Taylor Rogers of the world, right? So they still have a lot available to them. The Cubs are 12 outs away. Okay, so they don't have so much to navigate. They still have navigating. Okay, it's only a 2-run game thanks to Jeremiah Estrada.
So Wandy Peralta is starting the 5th inning for the Padres.
So King just 1 inning, even though he struck out the side.
King 1 inning. My guess is
this left, right, left, or something coming up.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. I don't even want to say it because now it leaves him available for game 2 of the division series. But you got to score some runs here. I can't even think about that.
No, you could say it. It's fine. Yeah. No, you could say it. I get your point. You don't want to say it because you have to get there.
Right.
But the facts of the matter are by throwing an inning, he can throw a few days from now.
Right.
Yeah.
It won't be
Saturday. Yeah,
it won't be Saturday.
No.
But
a couple days from now.
Yeah. This is his side day.
Yeah. But to your point, the reason you don't want to say it is, well, they have serious work to do.
Yeah. 2 runs.
And even if they were winning 2-0, I'd say, okay.
Right.
So we're going to finish the game off. Peralta had a really nice year, by the way.
He did.
He had that awful. Remember the game at Yankee Stadium when he allowed every run that's ever scored?
Yeah. You take away that game. He had a sub-2 ERA.
Yeah. So he had a very good year. So I listen, considering Darvish went an inning plus, for Mike Schill to get to the bottom of the 5th inning, he's used his bullpen for just Jeremiah Estrada.
Yeah.
He hasn't used the full complement. We haven't seen Mason Miller and Robert Suarez. So he's kept those guys available if his offense comes to life. You still have Mason Miller. You still have Adrian Morejon. Even in the 2-0 game.
Mm-hmm. You do.
And certainly if you get back in it, 2-1 or 2-2, you still have that full complement.
Yeah.
In the back of your bullpen.
For how sideways this thing went in the 2nd inning, you're right. To get to the bottom of the 5th, only down 2-0. Is kind of, I don't want to say miracle, but
kind of.
I mean, it is extremely impressive. And that's a credit to Schilt. Got to give him credit there for pushing the right buttons. Estrada, 100%. He was amazing today. Michael King,
Really good.
lights out, struck out the side. And now we're in the fifth with Wandy Peralta. You didn't have to go red alert anywhere other than the second inning. And Estrada got through it.
Right.
And you kind of makes you go back and kind of are disappointed that, oh my gosh.
That is insane.
That is incredible.
Insane. Just
a duck snort to the third, like literally the third base.
It felt like on third base for a base hit for the Cubs. We've watched this whole season. I haven't seen a base hit like that all year.
In a Padres game. And where Manny was playing, he had no shot.
I haven't seen that hit. That hit I haven't seen. It does feel like some of these breaks. Think about it.
Cubs, the ball by Swanson. Yeah. This right here.
Machado fouls out on a ball that came back in because of the wind.
Right. Arise, doesn't run down first base.
Yep. Just some of those moments. Again, that's not the 2 runs necessarily, but there's been some moments that Padres have certainly not benefited from in this game. All right, we'll take a timeout on John and Jim. We're here all afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Spend your afternoon with us. We're your second screen, your second voice. We're here if you want to call, by the way, if you want to weigh in while the game is on, you can. 877-767-4760. We have Aztec tickets to give away. We'll do that in the 4:00 hour. We're here until 6. We hope to have post-game reaction no matter what happens. We're here until 6 p.m. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, a little Game 3 watch party. We're watching like you're watching. We'll react like you're going to react. And we're going to hear from Mike Schild and Craig Counsell after this one. They have played 5 innings at Wrigley Field in Chicago, and the Padres are trailing the Cubs 2-0. Could be better, could be worse, is how I would describe the first 5 innings, truthfully. There have been some moments that the Padres didn't capitalize on. There have been moments the Cubs have not capitalized on. So we're through 5 innings. Padres have the middle of their order coming up, 2, 3, 4, and it's 2-0. We'll see you tomorrow. I mean, that's where we are. My fear was the Padres offense was going to take this long to do anything. And the longer you go, the tighter they seemingly could get. And they've had a chance or two, Jim, in the last 2 innings. 4th inning, runner in scoring position didn't score. 5th inning, 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Toddy flat out. So they've had some chances. They just have not capitalized as of yet.
How about this first story?
Okay.
So I think Drew Pomeranz is coming into the game right now for the Cubs.
Okay.
We all know the history of Drew Pomeranz.
Absolutely. Huge deal here in San Diego. Was out of the major leagues for 3+ years at one point.
Yep. And the contract, which was an
albatross deal,
one of the worst contracts you could have.
Yeah.
Or give a player. But yeah, you got Drew Pomeranz up. Is he going to face Arise Manny Merrill here?
Well, he has to.
He has to?
Yes.
Is he in the game?
Well, I'm saying whoever comes in the game has to face 3.
I know, but I'm saying, is it him?
Oh, I don't know. You were telling me he is coming in. I don't know. I haven't seen.
Or is it Palencia? Because right now I don't see any changes.
I would think it would be Palencia who finished the inning. He only threw a 1/3 of an inning. This is one of their best pitchers.
He threw 8 pitches.
Yeah, I would think if nothing else, he's starting the inning, right?
Yeah. And I think they want to have him face Manny and then maybe Pomeranz Merrill.
Yep.
Because then you can get the Pomeranz 4 of the next 5 batters or lefties.
And also depends, does Palencia get the first 2 batters in the inning? If he does, maybe he gets Merrill. Maybe not, though. Yeah. You don't get cute in a decisive game.
Because I think if the tying run gets on, that's when you'd make a move. You let Palencia go
until the tying run gets on, or do you not even wait for that moment? As in, if he gets the first 2 outs and there's a lefty in Merrill, do you then go to
Pomeranz? Yeah.
Pomeranz. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I hope Craig Counsell F's this up.
Yeah, 100%. I hope the Padres offense does something.
I mean, you are in the moment of the game now. You're in the 6th inning.
You got 12 outs to work with, right?
You've had moments. It's not like they haven't had moments in this game. They've had moments and they could not come through. But yeah, Palencia is on the mound here to start the inning against Arise.
Remember, Arise last time up hit a ball in the screws. He did. He didn't reach, but again, we've talked about this before. I like Arise leading off innings. I know he's a tool hitter, but I like him leading off innings.
He can put together a good at bat, other than taking pitches
for strikes, which is like the thing he loves to do. He's an interesting hitter, man. We've seen a lot of him over the last 2 years. I hope to be able to see him this weekend.
Yeah.
He's an interesting hitter.
There we go. Jeez, Swanson is everywhere.
So
Swanson is literally everywhere for this
2
team.
Plays he has made on Arise are like the plays he made on O'Hearn 2 days ago.
Unbelievable.
He's an unbelievable fielder. Whatever they gave him, it was worth it.
Yeah. Dansby Swanson is everywhere.
He's a brilliant fielder.
He bobbled that and still got him out by a foot. That's
from like shallow center field.
Yeah. And credit to the Cubs for putting him in, that spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Defensively.
Yeah, it's a great point.
I thought like those are hits right there.
2?
In most games.
Well, and last time we saw Rise, didn't we say later in the inning there was a double?
There was, yeah, Merrill.
It could have scored a run. That was the difference. That was a run-saving play by Swanson earlier. And it might be a run-saving play here. We have no idea.
Ooh, that's nice.
I mean, it's just to look at the effort that something like this takes.
And he didn't even field it cleanly. He bobbled it, had to pick it up, and he still got him out by well over a foot.
Yeah. One of those half steps. Yep.
Yeah. Jeez. This guy's pumping heat. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's wild is like see Palencia here throwing 99. You're like, damn.
A soft thrower.
And then you're like Miller yesterday throwing 104. You're like, what?
I mean, the Miller. It is interesting now. The Millers, the Morahones, the Suarez's, how they're utilized by Mike Schilt, because They're going to be utilized winning or losing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not waiting.
Yeah. Well, what you want is you want to have them ready to go for like potentially red alert situations where you need to get out of an inning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to start innings. Honestly, I really don't. Because if you start an inning here, what if they run into trouble?
Yep.
Like you need those guys are closers for innings.
Mm-hmm.
The only guy that isn't is Suarez. He's a guy that can give you length. He can give you 4 or 5 outs. But I do think Miller and Morahone are going to be used as like guys to close innings.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And after that, I don't think they would go beyond it. As many draws will walk here. But look, this is the moment now where what does Craig Counsell do? Does he go to his bullpen and bring in Pomeranz, or does he keep Palencia out there to face Merrill?
Who's on deck after Merrill? Bogarts. Yeah. This is the third straight inning the Padres have brought the tying run to the plate. Okay. So they've at least created some opportunities, and now it's like you got to capitalize at some point.
I hope this is the moment that Craig Counsell F's up, because he has Pomeranz ready to go in the bullpen.
Sticking with the righty.
He's sticking with Palencia.
And he made the right decision.
Didn't even matter. Jeez.
That is incredible. Merrill is hard to double up.
Oh, my God.
Merrill is hard to double up, and they got a ball right at Swanson. Swanson's the story of the series.
Swanson's
the whole story of the series. Now, I don't know if he did anything there, but he's the story of the series, Jim. Is he not?
He's taken over the series defensively.
It's hard to take over a series on defense. That's hard to do. But now the Cubs have the Padres where they want them, because
you lined
they
everything
barely
up
touched. Yeah, exactly.
You have now. I don't know what you do.
You're only guaranteed to go back through the top of your lineup one more time if you're San Diego. Right. So, yeah, I don't know where the Padres turn here, trailing 2-0, bottom 6, but I do know this. You cannot allow another run.
Nope.
It's that type of day. You've sent tying runs to the plate. But
dude, are we really going to – I almost cursed. Are we really going to do this again?
Well, we're doing it, me and you.
No, I meant like, are they really going to do this again?
I can't allow that to happen.
What do you go to Chicago? Get on the plane right now.
There. Is it the Tortellini Pizza's fault?
It's the Tortellini Pizza's fault. They're not scoring any runs right now.
They're like, oh my gosh,
dude.
All right, so let's reset. 2-0 Cubs to the bottom of the 6th inning. This is a decisive game. Winner goes to Milwaukee in the NLDS. Padres allowed their 2 runs. The Cubs runs in the 2nd inning. Yu Darvish could not get out in the 2nd inning. The first 4 reached. It was 1-0. He left the game. Estrada came on, walked about. It was 2-0. He then got out of that spot, which is the reason why we're talking about the Padres even being in this game. Because if he allows a double or something later in that inning, it's 5-0. I'm starting the offseason. But that didn't happen. And the Padres still now have 9 outs to work with, trailing 2-0. Starter Jameson Taillon was excellent for the Cubs. And now their bullpen is shaky. They've been shaky, but the Padres haven't taken advantage. Your mic's off.
There we go. Sorry about that. Padres right now just 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position in the game.
What were they? The 2nd and 3rd opportunity for Tatis and the Bogarts opportunity with the runner at second. Those are the 2.
Yeah.
4th and 5th innings.
Come on, guys.
Right?
Yep. I mean,
Swanson in game 1 made 2 incredible defensive plays that turned the game on its head.
Yeah.
And Swanson in game 3 has made 2 brilliant plays. The play on a rise earlier, the line drive, and then the play a moment ago on a rise on the ground ball up the middle.
And then the hard hit shot by Merrill.
Yeah.
Now went right at him, but still.
But you got to be perfect in that spot to double up Merrill.
Merrill hit that thing hard.
You got to go, though, to double him up.
Merrill hit that thing hard.
He's tough to double
and he
up.
just picked it, and he knows it, too.
Yeah.
He knows that he has taken over this game. And Robert Suarez in the game in the 6th inning.
Clean inning. So do you envision that maybe trying to go like Suarez, Morahone, Miller? Just inning, or is that too much for Morahone and Miller?
That's all they got left.
That gets you to that gets you through the 8th.
Or are you asking for 2 innings from Suarez?
Potentially 4 outs yesterday.
Yep,
potentially, or more than 3 outs.
Depending on how quickly he can do this.
Right.
I do think if he gets into trouble, I don't think they're gonna. It might. I don't know. Their dream scenario here probably is 2 innings, 6 outs from Suarez, and then you piece together Morahone
and Miller.
Or 5 outs from Suarez and you piece together Morahone and Miller. Right?
All right. Yeah, 100%. We're going to talk about it more on the other side. Don't go anywhere if you're hanging out with us. The Watch Party on YouTube. We're with you, of course, on San Diego Sports 760 and the iHeartRadio app. We've got Aztec tickets for tomorrow to give away. We've got other tickets to give away, Judas Priest tickets to give away. We'll have full post-game reaction for you. We're here until 6 p.m. It's 2-0 Cubs. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning at Wrigley Field in Chicago. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, hey guys, it is Schaefer, and there's no better time than now to get down to your local Toyota dealer with new vehicles arriving daily, including their most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs. So whatever kind of vehicle you're looking for, hurry into your Toyota dealer today, or make sure to head to Toyota.com. If you're looking for a great deal on a new Toyota, there you can check out all the latest offers and search inventory. Finding the Toyota that's just right for you starts at Toyota.com. Toyota's Beyond Zero lineup of electrified vehicles helps to create a greener planet. Toyota's Beyond Zero lineup supports a greener planet with a wide range of electrified vehicles, including hybrids and plug-in hybrids and fully electric vehicles, or take each day further than you thought possible in a new Camry with its stylish looks that'll make an impression wherever you go. See your Toyota dealer today and discover what makes Camry legendary. There's no better time than now to get your local Toyota dealer. Get your local Toyota dealer today or Toyota.com. That's Toyota.com. Your Toyota dealers, we make it easy.
This update's brought to you by Staples. Cubs lead the Padres 2-0, bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs are threatening again with 2 on and 1 out, looking to extend the lead. Earlier this morning, Tigers beat the Guardians 6-3. They're advancing the ALDS against the Mariners. And later tonight, about an hour from now, Game 3 in New York, Boston and Yankees. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples. Starting October 5th, enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and your local Staples store, from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
Getting you all set for that drive home. Let's just start the show. Here's John and Jim.
All right, San Diego and Southern California, what's going on? This is hour 3 of John and Jim. It's our watch party. It's Game 3, win or go home for both the Padres and the Cubs. And right now it's the Padres trailing Chicago in the 6th 2-0, and a critical spot here as Mike Shildt has turned to his closer, Robert Suarez, in the 6th inning. And Suarez is allowed 2 to reach with only 1 out. So we just said you can't go down by more than 2 runs.
Yeah.
So it feels like the game is kind of in
huge right there.
That wasn't a strikeout. That wasn't. No.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It feels like the game hangs in the balance here in the 6th inning. I think it's hard enough at 2, but you have to hold out hope. It's definitely possible at 2 runs. But at 3-4, it's becoming unlikely.
So, like, going through the scenarios here.
Yeah.
What the hell there we go. What the hell are you doing after this inning? Because this is not a quick inning from Suarez.
No, he's going to throw over 20 pitches.
You're going
clean inning with Morhone and Miller because they said, hey, we're good, Skip. Whatever you need. Start an inning with one of them.
I mean, that is just so, I think,
aggressive.
Not only aggressive, but it's just like, in the moment, every fan, I get it. Just throw them out there.
Right. But
you can't do it to these guys for their careers, especially Morhone, a guy with arm problems.
Yeah.
And Miller, a guy that's going to be your closer next year.
Well, who else is even possible? I mean, you're at the point of the game where you're not turning to Randy Vasquez,
Bradley Rodriguez,
David
Morgan, Vasquez. That's so. The players they have remaining in their bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
If I have this correct, is Vasquez, Rodriguez, Morhone, Miller. Is that correct?
Is that it? I'm trying to find it. They have available Miller, Morhone, Morgan, Rodriguez, Vasquez.
That's it, yeah.
Also dressed are Dylan Cease and Nick Pivetta. I mean, they're uniformed members of the Padres on the roster.
Pivetta is the only guy that I would think about. Cease, you can't do it.
No, threw yesterday. Yeah, that's not the first order of business.
You're in a tricky spot here because Suarez, look, he can get out of this inning, but he's already blown it with how many pitches he's thrown.
Right, in terms of covering more than 1 inning.
Right, and what you were looking for is, can you get 5 outs, and then we can go to Morhone to finish off the 7th. But even then, it's like, what do you do with the 8th? What do you do with, like, that's what Mike Shilt's thinking right now. He's not thinking about the bottom of the 9th because there won't be a bottom of the 9th if you don't score any runs. You got to get to the 9th to tie it up to get to a bottom.
Exactly. You have 3 innings to score 2+ runs as we sit here right now and try to extend this thing out or take a lead.
I mean,
we're not asking for the world, but it's been the world for the Padres in these elimination games.
Yeah. I mean, this is such a huge moment right here, which Suarez gets out of it. Which was, oh my gosh,
critical. I mean, the game was hanging in the balance. So, you think about credit Robert Suarez and credit Jeremiah Estrada and credit Michael King and credit the Padres bullpen, right? I mean, everything has gone well enough on the mound since Darvish. It's the offense.
It's the offense.
It's the offense, and it's deja vu all over again. But there's 3 innings remaining. I mean, the only difference between last year and this year is you still have time. Can't do this song and dance again, Jim, all offseason. I cannot. I can't do it. I hope they're thinking the same thing. Just cannot do this all offseason.
Well, they're testing it right now.
They're testing us right now.
They're testing us right now.
What's happening in this game? Just looking on. So is there anything that we're missing? In this series, by the way, Padres 3 for 20 runners in scoring position. A big issue for them in the regular season. Not historically bad like that 2023 team that didn't make the postseason, but a big issue for them has been clutch hitting. And that continues today. Second and third, Tatis flies out. Runner at second earlier for Bogarts. I forget what he did, but he did something. Did he fly out?
He popped out
left.
to shallow.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, have you had a million chances? Are they still 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position?
Still 0 for 2, yeah.
So you haven't had a million chances, but it's the postseason. You got to capitalize. You have to take advantage of an opportunity.
You have to. And then you're at the bottom of or the middle of your order. You got Xander, O'Hearn, Sheets up here. Are they going to Pomeranz? Probably. Or do you go to Pomeranz after Bogarts?
Yeah, probably after Bogarts would be what we would do, right? I mean, that's probably the smart tactical decision. I mean, again, we're only a day removed from Craig Counsell making the wrong decision in a big spot. So maybe it happens again. Like it's still plausible or possible. He went gut. He said it as much yesterday. Well, I like the Managa. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, Schilt's doing everything he can.
Oh man, Schilt is
doing everything. He is pulling rabbits out of his hat here. But if the offense isn't going to do anything, none of it matters.
The Cubs have 2 runs on 10 hits in 6 innings. Like you're taking the 2 runs on 10 hits, Jim.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games with 10 hits allowed through 6 innings, not 9, where you would have allowed 3 or 4 or 5 runs. 10 hits is a lot of hits in 6 innings.
I'm going to need a leadoff single here from Bogey. Oh, no. Did that go off what I think it went off of?
His foot.
Oh, please.
I think he's all right.
Which foot got hurt? Oh gosh.
His fractured foot.
Oh, right off the foot. That's brutal.
It's amazing what these guys do day in
now
and day
he is
out.
wearing protection and he also has a steel plate in his foot, but I don't care, man. That's gotta hurt.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
Need something from Bogey here.
Wait, so who's out? It's still Palencia, right? Yeah,
still Palencia. Yeah,
that makes sense.
My guess,
this is his final batter.
Final batter going to Pomeranz for the lefty lane.
That's why this is a big spot here.
Huge
for Bogarts,
spot.
If you can reach.
Massive spot.
Yeah, kind of
get something going here, dude. Let's go.
Have they had a leadoff base runner today?
I can't remember.
I think the answer is no.
I think the answer is also no. My guess is no.
Which makes it a lot harder.
Did O'Hearn get on? I feel like O'Hearn.
That was with 1 out.
Oh,
that was with 1 out.
Did Sheets get on? No.
He did, but that was
that was
1 out or something, right? Unless I'm crazy. I could be crazy.
The only player that I think may have got on to start an inning was Sheets. That's it. Like that 50 dribbler to the right side. Maybe. And then Cronenworth may have struck out, and then you got a Fermin double.
Might be right. You might be right.
There we go.
Okay.
Here we go. We're in business. We are in business.
I think that's their first leadoff base run.
We are in business.
And yeah, I think they'll probably go to a lefty here. Wow. All right. So for how many innings in a row have the Padres had the tying run at the plate? A lot. So put a little bit of pressure on Chicago here.
Yep.
They've
what a great
wouldn't
call
to rally. Yeah, Bogarts has had some moments here since returning.
He's had a great series.
Yep.
He's had a fantastic series. Nothing but good things to say about Xander here. I mean, this is now the moment, right? I mean, obviously you're going to see the top of the lineup at least one more time. But this is the lefty lane. Are you potentially thinking of pinch hitting here?
Probably. By the way, it's their first leadoff base runner.
Okay.
It's their first leadoff base runner. Comes in the 7th inning. Again, they've allowed 10 hits, but they only trail by 2 runs. And now again, it's like, Jim, you can't ask for much more than chances and opportunities. And they've had some. They've put some base runners on.
Depending on what happens with O'Hearn here, would you pinch hit Iglesias for Sheets or Cronenworth?
Has Cronenworth done anything in this series?
Nothing.
Not a hit, right?
Not like less than a hit.
-1 hits. I'm just let's see how the circumstances play out in front of it. I don't even know what to say here. I know that some of these guys are capable of running into balls, including Ryan O'Hearn. I know one of his biggest hits as a Padre is a left-on-left home run, right? Wasn't that in Arizona? A left-on-left game winner?
Yep.
So he can hit a ball.
It tied the game.
He can hit a ball out of the yard, and he's hit lefties. That's the important point. Mm-hmm. So just because they go lefty on lefty here, O'Hearn's been good against left-handed pitching.
Yeah. We're gonna find out. Drew Pomeranz.
I'll tell you what, man.
What a
the
moment.
Padres, to their credit, have somehow kept it here, where this is the spot that they're in at 2-0.
Yeah,
Not 3.
You know, I don't want to. In last year in Game 5 against the Dodgers, like they never even had any moments. At least they're putting pressure on, but still, it's like you got to come through here, and you have to make it pay because Mike Schultz done a great job pushing the right buttons to keep this thing at 2-0, and your bullpen has done a fantastic job to keep it 2-0, and you got to break through.
Doesn't feel like that long ago we saw Drew Pomeranz pitching in San Diego. I mean, it's been a long time, and it really doesn't feel like that long ago.
The thing about Drew Pomeranz is when he's on, he's nasty.
Yeah, that's why he got the deal, right?
When he's healthy.
Yeah, it's just he hasn't been able to stay healthy in his career. He really hasn't.
Ooh, man. Take that call right there.
All right, so a couple of things. We're giving away Aztec tickets. We'll do it later this hour. We'll have post-game reaction, assuming we're on the air. We're here until 6 p.m. So no matter what happens, we're going to have post-game reaction for you here on John and Jim, unless the game is still going, which is possible. That's Jim's real-time reaction to what's playing out. So, yeah, we're going to be with you until 6 p.m. So, hey, listen, maybe the game's still going at 6 p.m., which is probably good for the Padres because it means they've extended this thing out.
I would take it.
If this game's going at 6 p.m., I'm guessing.
We're in the 15th inning. Randy Vasquez is on the mound.
I'm guessing that's a good thing, though, for the Padres. All right, so they're in the 7th. The Cubs are leading 2-0. The winner is going to Milwaukee. They'll have a day off.
Is that Iglesias on deck circle right there? I think Iglesias is on the on deck circle. So that's where they're going to break up the lefty lane here against Pomeranz. Whoa! Hello.
All right, we'll take a timeout. Stay with us. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. We're all on pins and needles here. Padres.
Come on,
trailing the
Jose
Cubs.
Iglesias.
We have all of our hopes, in the bat of Jose Iglesias. You're right. So Xander Bogaerts just stole a base by the thinnest of margins. They reviewed it, and he was safe by what, Jim? A millimeter? A centimeter?
My guess is if they called him out on the field,
it would have been
out on the field.
So it was that close.
I think because they called him safe, it's not enough to overturn it. It was very close, though. Very close. Xander Bogaerts. Hey, man.
Good call because you're safe. Otherwise, you can't run into outs trailing by 2 runs. But I get it. Try to jumpstart something where even a run here, it feels different if you can scratch one run across.
Iglesias, he laid down a fake bunt to kind of get the thing going there.
Right.
I didn't know he's 3 for 8 with a homer lifetime off Drew Palmer.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
my gosh.
Double. Oh, my gosh.
The Cubs defense we heard about coming into this series, it has lived up to everything. Off the bat, I thought Iglesias just ripped the ball into right field. There was no question that ball was in right field, and it's caught.
Are you kidding me?
And by the way, it was one of those snow cone catches. Look at this. Look at the top of the catch. Well, top of the glove. Warner and Swanson.
Here's the thing coming into this series that we didn't talk a lot about. The Cubs defense is elite this year.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I forgot we're on the air.
Are you okay?
I forgot we're on the air for a second.
Cubs defense is elite, and it's showing up in this series, especially in this game right here. All right, Jake.
Jake, I mean, we got the Chicago background, right?
We haven't done anything all series.
Hey, don't be scared to run into a ball.
Yeah, run into a ball.
By the way, this has not been easy for Drew Pomeranz.
It has not been a clean,
3-2 pitches and line drives.
He's not
stolen bases.
Yeah, he's not on his game per se.
No, his year is great. His year was awesome.
Oh, did he get it? No.
Jim, you idiot. Not even close. The win, which I thought was going to be a factor, has not been a factor in the last couple of innings.
They said it died down.
They said it died down. Thank you, Brian. I mean, it was a factor for 2 innings. I mean, you saw the ball moving constantly. Now it's no factor at all.
Jake's 0 for 10 in the series.
How snake bitten are the Padres in this game?
How snake bitten are the Padres in the postseason last 2 years?
But I mean, in this game, seriously, dude, the plays that Swanson and Horner have made, those are ridiculous plays.
Incredible defensive plays.
So now you got 6 outs to work with. Who's due up next inning for San Diego?
Fermin and then top of the lineup. And I don't know.
So you're guaranteed to go through it one more time. You need a base runner to send the tying run to the plate if your pitching can keep you at 2-0, and your pitching has done everything you could ask of it. I'm taking this, folks, aren't you? If you told me the Cubs scored 2 runs today at Wrigley, I have to say that I have to trust my offense. You have to be able to do something, right? You have to be able to do something, offense. You can't put it all on the pitching. What do they say? You have to score to win? Jim fact?
Last time I checked, in professional sports, you have to score
in all sports
to win a game. So if you're not going to score here, you're not going to win this baseball game.
This thing has been incredibly frustrating.
But at least, I mean,
it's not like they've been mowed down in order. They've sent tying runs to the play constantly in this game.
At least it's not like it could have been a way worse situation. It could have been 4 or 5 nothing. Inning. Yeah. And then these moments don't
even matter.
Yeah.
Or doesn't seem like it matters as
big,
much.
Yeah. But now it being just 2-0, I mean, you got to keep, I'm curious to see what happens here in the 7th. Did they keep Estrada out there? Or no, sorry, they keep Suarez out there.
How many? He threw over 20 pitches in the inning.
Yeah, he threw like 22 or 23. So we'll see what happens there. And how are you going to piece together Morejon and Miller if you use them? My guess is they would be used for maybe an out or 2.
Right.
But then you still also have the 8th as well. Because we'll
worry about the 8th and the 8th. Like if you're Schulte, you know what I mean? The way he's treated this thing, like you kind of have to worry about the 8th and the 8th.
It's from the bottom of the 7th here. Oh, wow. Jake Arrieta must be nice.
Insult to injury.
You know, I saw something the other day. They're like, they should have Jason Hayward throughout
Oh my
the first
gosh,
pitch.
yeah. That's hilarious.
Former
This
Padres,
is-
great.
This series has been what we expected.
Is Suarez out there still? Yeah, he's out there.
He's still out there. Wow. I mean, this series has been a great series. 9 combined runs, 5-4 Cubs in the series. It's 2-0 today.
Well, these teams are pretty evenly matched.
And we knew that going in, and that's what we've seen for 3 days. Bryce Johnson has entered the game, by the way, defensively for San Diego.
Makes sense.
As we talked about earlier.
You give Iglesias pinch hit for him.
Yep. And then put Johnson in.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, I mean, again, the pitching has been what the pitching has been. This was always the problem with the AJ Preller philosophy of like, you can build a super pen, you better score.
Better score.
It's not his fault. I mean,
but
it's Manning and Tom. I mean, you spent $1 billion on your lineup.
Yeah. $1 billion on this lineup.
Let's go score.
Gotta score.
You can't have the 28th best offense.
Gotta score.
With that line. I don't know what their offense is,
Keep it at 2. You are in it. Padres bullpen today is incredible.
5 scoreless innings.
Incredible. After the blow up from Darvish, and you put together 5 scoreless so far right now, could not ask for anything more. Morejon is up in the bullpen.
So they could go to him to finish off this inning.
My guess is that's what they would do.
Yep. Be his 3rd straight day.
Then what? Oh, crap.
Uh-oh. Tried to get cute by sneaking an extra batter out of Suarez, and Bush made him pay. When you have to ask this much of your bullpen, right?
Well,
you got to be perfect.
You got to be perfect. And
you can't start the inning with Morejon.
Yeah.
Under our theory.
No. And it goes back to all the way with that Jason Adam injury. That Jason Adam injury is just so brutal. And Robert Suarez, what do we say before the start of the series? Like,
yeah, he's hittable.
He's hit it.
He's hittable.
He's hittable. He's not Mason Miller. He's not even close. He's not even the same universe as Mason Miller. Morejon's better. Miller's better. 3-0 feels like 10-0 with the way this offense is played today. It really does.
I mean, now I'm trying to envision it. It involves now the top of the order coming. It's the Taddeo, Rise, Machado, Lane, Merrill. I mean, they all have to do something in the same inning.
And now,
wait, what are we watching? Is this live?
Yeah. Suarez is getting rocked.
I mean, Suarez has got to go, obviously. And again,
who do you go to? You're not going.
You can't go to Morejon for the full inning.
You can't go to Morejon for the full inning.
But now he's got to. I mean, what are you doing here? He's throwing 30-something pitches and he's getting hit left and right. I mean, this game's not life support. 3-0, okay. There's a world where it's happened. 4-0, it's kind of like, give me a break, right? I mean, it's almost a formality if it gets beyond 3. 3, you know, what do you have, a 1% chance right now? Feels like. But at 4, it feels like you don't even have that. So Suarez I mean, listen, the bullpen did all that work. How many times have you heard me say, Jim, it's hard to have every reliever effective over the course of a long game. It's hard to ask 5 relievers to all do their job. It's really hard.
Where are they going? They're going to Morejon?
I think Morejon.
That's brutal, man.
All right, we're going to take a timeout.
By the way,
someone just ripped you on social and said you're really biased.
This clown on social media, Get Rich or Die Ryan.
That's my burner.
Okay, nice. He tweeted at you, your announcer friend sucks. He's a biased POS. Please tell him that. Yeah, piece of blank. Right. Please tell him that. Thank you.
I said that, Jim Russell. I'll tell him now so you would see it.
I didn't see it.
Dude, you know what people say about us.
I said bias, LOL, STFU. By the way, also, never mind.
No, don't do it right now.
Okay.
Think about it. But no, anything. Okay, what do you want to say?
But no one's listening, so it's fine.
Yeah, people are listening. People are listening. People are watching.
I was going to call out some
people here.
I was going to call out some
500 people are watching us right now live.
I know. I was calling out some old timer that called us out the other day.
Just burning things.
Some loser old timer.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're giving away Aztec tickets in the next 30 minutes. That'll cheer someone up. We'll get 2 free tickets.
Will it, John?
Someone's getting 2 free tickets to Snapdragon tomorrow night. We're reacting to Padres and Cubs. It's 3-0 Chicago in the bottom of the 7th inning. Winner moves on. Loser season is over. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 live on the iHeartRadio app.
Updates brought to you by Staples. Cubs now lead the Padres 3-0. Bottom of the seventh inning. Sorry, bottom of the seventh inning. Wow, massive play. Cubs lead 3-0. Bottom of the seventh inning. Tigers, they're moving on. They beat the Guardians 6-3 this morning, and Yankees Red Sox about a half hour away from first pitch in New York. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples starting October 5th. Enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and your local Staples store, from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. A sneak peek of all the deals at staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
All right, John and Jim. Yeah, you know us. We're realists. We're not going to sell fake bills of goods, but it's 3-0 Cubs. The game is not over, but we've watched this story with the Padres before, and you're asking for something we haven't seen a lot of, which would be a big-time rally in the final 2 innings. Now, this could be worse than 3-0.
He's safe.
I don't know if he was tagged or not. So
Call in the field is out.
There was just a ground ball to first, and Arise threw home to cut down a run, and it appeared as if the runner was out. But with the benefit of replay, I don't know if Fermin applied the tag or not, Jim. I have no idea. I can't tell there. I have no idea.
This run scores.
Put it on ice.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, if the call on the field is out, he looks out.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta have.
He might have actually been safe.
Indisputable. He might have, but that's the thing is, like, if he.
I actually think he might be safe.
Oh, dude.
I don't know though. I really don't know.
4-0 is ball game.
There he looks safe. The other view, it looks like he was out.
Yeah. 4-0 is ball game. Right? You all right over there?
Sorry,
Got a little. And you need some Tums.
I do have. I'm gonna get Tums.
Get some Tums out there, buddy.
This is what happens when you talk about the Padres every day of your life. You buy Tums.
You buy Tums, yeah.
Right.
Call on the field is out.
Right.
Yeah, 4-0 feels like it's 12-0.
Couple of things. We're going to hear from Mike Schild and Craig Counsell, hopefully, because we're here until 6. We're already in the bottom of the 7th. If this game ends by 5, we'll hear from Craig Counsell. We'll hear from Mike Schild. We'll give away Aztec tickets in the next 30 minutes. Sean Lewis Show at 6 p.m. We've been reacting all day long to Padres Cubs, as all of you have as well.
Here,
and we just haven't seen what we wanted to see to this point.
I'm going to wait until this call on the field.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Okay,
I think that's the right call.
We have to go with what's called on the field.
It's too hard to overturn.
Yeah,
that. It's too hard to overturn that.
All right, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
That at 4-0, you're going to say season over.
Yeah, 4-0. I was going to start talking about like
reverse jinx, maybe.
not like kind of blame game, like who today and where do you go with the offseason here as far as like reasons why they lost this series and stuff, but it's not over yet.
I don't want to go there yet, although I'm not opposed to it because if that then jumpstarts them.
Okay, I'll do it.
Reverse jinx.
I'll do it.
Like you can't, it's not like they're winning this game.
Look, Fernando Tatis Jr., I know he had a good game yesterday, but games won in this game right here, unless he does something.
Like he's been non-existent.
Awful game today. Awful game today. The entirety of the offense, awful. Yu Darvish, awful. Robert Suarez, awful. That's where I'm going with is my like players that I'm looking at here and criticizing because the entirety of the offense. Xander Bogaerts has had a good game.
He has.
Jackson Merrill had that double, but he had a double play. I don't know. I have to put it all on everybody. The entire offense, awful. Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado today. Adrian Morejon, just a freaking stud.
It sounds like you're like reading off like you just won an award at an award show, and you're like Adrian Moore. Like you're like, I'd like to blame Manny Machado. I'd like to blame Fernando Tatis Jr.
Well, look, it's not over. 3-0.
No, it's not. It isn't over. That's my point.
You got 6 outs, dude.
It's unlikely, but I hope we get to see something that we'd be talking about forever. I hope we see 2 reach for Machado and he runs into a ball. I hope we see Merrill with a big hit or Toddy. This is 9-1-2. You're going right back towards the top of your lineup here.
And this might be the last time that you see the top of your lineup in this game. So
which means this season potentially. This is an inning, and you have the next 6 batters, 9 through 5 are guaranteed to bat, right? So time to take advantage.
I need to see multiple at bats from Tatis and Machado in the rain in this game. That means the Padres would have scored
3-4 runs. Yeah, I mean, It's not asking for the world, but watching this team in the postseason where they cannot score. Look at the last 5 games. Dodgers game 4, Dodgers game 5, game 1 here. Not like they scored 10 runs yesterday, Jim. They scored 3. Today they haven't scored. Look at the last 5 postseason games they played in. Their offense has been anemic. That's the right word. The last 5 games, their offense has been anemic going back to last year in the postseason. I mean, truly anemic.
I can't because the fallout from this could potentially be franchise changing. And I'm like, I'm not joking.
That's right. I know. What we can't, obviously the game's still being played.
I know.
So
I'm just giving you like
to say
scenarios of what ifs.
I mean,
right?
there's so many what ifs. Down door number 1 is they lose this game 3-0. And down door number 2 is something that propels them. But
here's potentially what's at stake here with 6 outs to play with. You win one of the greatest postseason victories in franchise history. You move on to the NLDS.
Right. All the momentum in the world.
Pitching wise, who the hell knows? But at least you're in the NLDS. Who
You
cares?
beat the Brewers, right? All that stuff.
You lose this game and you get shut out again in an elimination game.
Yeah, like what are you going to do?
Not only do we have to deal with that for an entire offseason again, potentially this might be the last time that AJ Preller also is in charge of the San Diego Padres. Like that's what
you're saying what's hanging in the balance.
That's what I feel like is hanging in the balance here.
Strong words.
Hey, man.
Cubs go deeper into their bullpen to Brad Keller, who had an excellent year. This Cubs bullpen, not as publicized as San Diego's. By the way, I thought San Diego's bullpen, I think they pitched very well. I'm sorry. I know Suarez allowed a solo home run. Well, 6 innings of 1 run from your bullpen is good.
By the way, it's not potentially AJ's last time in charge of the Padres because of the failures. It's more or less for maybe other reasons. But
well, you can't leave it open-ended like that. You have to explain other reasons being just like, you mean like relationships or dynamics Peter's no longer here.
Yeah. Just a lot happening. And just kind of read the tea leaves and like,
that's fair. Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, AJ's still got a year on his deal no matter what happens here today. Now, that doesn't mean he's back. That does not mean he's back. But he does have a year on his deal. He has taken this team to the postseason 4 of the last 6 years.
You kind of wonder to yourself, too, like, is this team, like, good enough to get to that point that they're looking to get to? I mean, Freddie Fermin's had a great day.
Fermin doesn't want to go home. I don't want to go home.
Yeah, I don't want to go home.
I mean, I am home.
I want the greatest comeback in Padres postseason history right now. One of.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're talking about something here. I mean, to overcome a 3-0 deficit in the 8th inning,
as we said,
on the road.
As we said, game's not over. It's not officially over yet.
No, it's not.
4-0. I'm like, you're done. 3-0 with now the top of your lineup coming up with Tatis and Arise
in there,
Machado and Merrill.
You get one more to reach. You're bringing the tying run to the plate.
This is it. Tatis 1 for 11 in the series, dude. What are you gonna do, Tatis? What are you gonna do? Big moment, buddy. Big freaking moment. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, bright lights, big stage. I mean, this is why you sign players like Fernando Tatis Jr., that type of deal. This is why Manny Machado is here for the second half of his career, right? I mean, for moments like this, not for June, but for October.
It's frustrating because like Tatis had a great postseason career, and now you get to this series and he's so far 1 for 11. And you're like, where's that Tatis moment? Where's that Tatis moment? It's not there.
Just struck out.
What an awful.
He just doesn't. Today he does not look right. You know that like he has no confidence and he's just like off.
Yeah.
Am I right? Like this swing right here?
Awful. That's a nasty pitch.
It is a nasty pitch. Look at that sky in Chicago. That is spectacular.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful night there.
It's ridiculous, but again, we've talked to it. It's the Tatis and the Machados at the end of the day.
I mean, now you're
Fermins.
Here's what you're looking for from Arise. Just get on.
Reach.
Single. Just reach to give Manny a chance.
Manny representing the tying run with 1 out in the 8th inning? Yeah.
Give me that. Please. Give me that moment.
Please.
Give me that moment. Give me that freaking moment.
Completely agree with that.
I need it. I need it like I need air to breathe. And
Brent's
Brent's just cursing back there.
No, you're right. I mean, all you can do in these spots when it was 2-0, you said bring the tying run to the plate. They did. When it's 3-0, same thing. You just got to get a tying run to the plate.
Did he hit him?
No. But yeah, by any means, hit by pitch, single, walk, by any means. Get that tying run to the plate. And if your tying run is Manny Machado, who homered yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see that homer yesterday?
I saw it, John.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it was good. It was
a good homer.
It was a good home run.
They're all good homers. All right. Don't go anywhere. On the other side, we'll give away Aztec tickets for tomorrow night, Snapdragon Stadium, a game you can hear right here on San Diego Sports 760. We'll give away a pair of tickets to that game at 7:30 tomorrow night. Sean Lewis Show is coming up at 6 p.m. tonight. We hope to have post-game reaction here. We hope it's to a Padres come from behind win, but we'll see. It's 3-0 Cubs in the 8th. Padres batting but trailing and hoping to send a tying run to the plate at some point.
I'm going to throw up.
We're all going to throw up. We'll take a timeout. More of John and Jim on San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app is next.
No. I'm putting my microphone on. 3-0 count to Arise. Get on base. Bruh.
This is what we do between the breaks, but you can hear us. I'm probably taking 2.
Probably, yeah. So wild.
Arise need to reach.
You just need to reach here. Give me a Bartman moment.
Give me a Padres moment. What are you doing? He swung at ball 4.
Yeah, I did.
But now much time around. Look at this. Swans into vacuum. Now Machado reaches.
Give me a Bartman moment. Give me a Bartman moment.
Oh,
nasty.
I don't think he's getting the fastball in this plate appearance. Or a hittable one, so. That's a fastball.
Pitch, though.
Oh, no, changeup? 95-mile-an-hour changeup?
No.
Not possible.
Sinker?
Yes.
Had to have been sinker. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. Oh for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he only saw 14 pitches today.
Got it?
Yeah. Dude, kidding me right now? Arise swung at ball 4.
Yeah, he swung a ball 4, and then that's tying run. How on earth is this the exact same game as last year?
Exact same game. This is the exact same game.
All right, I'm cheering someone up. If you want 2 free tickets to see the Aztecs tomorrow night against Colorado State, call 877-767-4760. 877-767-4760. If you want 2 free tickets to see the Aztecs tomorrow night against Colorado State. Sean Lewis show coming up at 6 p.m. Call right now. Caller 3, you're going. 877-767-4760. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Again, tickets at goaztecs.com. We'll have the call for you tomorrow at 7:30. Padres.
David Morgan's in the game.
Padres had a leadoff base runner, Freddie Fermin. Freddie Fermin is like doing everything in his power to keep the season going.
Freddie Fermin's like, he's had the best game. What'd you tell me during the break?
How on earth are we watching the exact same thing we watched a year ago today?
Right. How? It's the exact same freaking game.
It's one thing to lose. I get it. There's a winner and a loser. Like if you lose a game 6-5 and it goes back and forth, and I mean, whatever, it sucks every way. But like in this manner again,
same
where your pitching
game.
actually kept you in the game. You can't be like, well, they allowed 3 runs. You have to win a game like that.
You got to score some runs. You got to put pressure on. You have to get a run across. Just brutal, dude. Brutal. It's the exact same freaking game.
Who's due up? Merrill,
Xander, O'Hearn.
2 need to reach to bring a tying run to the plate in the 9th inning. It's as simple as that. I mean, and that's assuming the Cubs don't score off David Morgan, who we haven't seen this postseason.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in this series.
I'm listening.
1 for 12. Today, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He saw 14 pitches as your leadoff hitter. Pathetic.
Brutal.
Luis Ariz.
He just swung at ball 4 that would have brought the tying run.
Swung at ball 4 that would have brought the tying run to the plate. Machado with 1 out. Manny Machado. Homer was nice yesterday. But other than that, nothing. Rolled over a pitch to Dansby Swanson, who is a vacuum at shortstop. By the way, David Morgan, nice start to the inning. Tell you what. I can't fathom the exact same thing happening again. And we are 3 outs. We are 3 outs away from it happening.
Yeah, it's kind of
exact same thing. Exact same thing. Just the most brutal watch possible,
barring something special.
Now, again, David Morgan throwing 100.
Adrenaline.
Are the guns cooked? Last year's game, they had 1 player in scoring position the entire game. At least
today they've had a few.
Today they've had multiple.
Yeah, but what are they with runners in scoring position? Is it still just over 2?
Who's that? PCA with a great game, 3 for 4.
Are they still 0 for 2?
Let me double check that. They are, John, 0 for 6. And they were 1 for 11 yesterday.
Well, again.
And then they were 0 for in game 1. No. Was a sack fly in game 1?
They had an infield hit that didn't score a run.
Oh, it's
Xander.
Right. Yeah.
They're like 1 for 7.
No, that was yeah, you're right.
I forget the exact number. We'd have to, so if it's 1 for 7 plus 1 for 11 plus 0 for 6, I know what that means. It's bad.
They were 2 for 7.
Okay, 2 for 7 and 1 for 11 is 3 for 18. And today they're what?
0 for 6.
3 for 24. 3 for 24. That's 1 for 8. That's 125. They're hitting 125 in a 3-game series with runners in scoring position. Guess what? That's the difference between moving on or not.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is. Right? They had their chances.
It's the series. It's the season. It's this team. It's the constant problems with this team that for the last 2 years, they have shrunk in the biggest moments. And when the lights are the brightest, they press and they just look awful.
I mean, how can you have a whole offseason where you went through that and then experience the exact same thing? It's like,
Do you think at all any of last year is creeping into these guys' minds here in this
it's
game?
creeping into mine.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
You know, of course it is. And of course it is for them too.
like, here we go again.
Yeah. Yes. It's the urgency question. Well, you better play with urgency. I thought he was out, by the way. No, great job.
Who cares?
I mean, the difference between 3-0 and 4-0 still matters because with Merrill, Bogarts, O'Hearn, like they could reach. Merrill's reached today. Bogarts has reached today. O'Hearn can run into a ball. Again, it's unlikely. I'm not going to go tell you that they're going to score 4 runs in the 9th inning, but I'd like to see it. But you got to keep it here at 3. I say that. They might not score, but crazy to think that this game may have been determined when Yu Darvish allowed a run in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, and I was like, in that moment when Jeremiah Estrada ended up getting out of the inning and only allowing another run, and you're like thinking to yourself, circle that moment, and that's a huge moment. Is he out?
I think he might be out because I think he took his hand off the base, and for a fraction of a second, he might be out. Okay. We'll see. He may be out.
Look how close that umpire is.
I know, dude. Like, back up.
I mean, that's actually like good on the ump to get that close and not be like involved in the play. I'm impressed with that.
I think he's out. What were you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, again, whenever this game ends, if it's before 6 p.m., we'll try to get some post-game reaction. I mean, I'd love to hear from Manny. He is out. All right. So when they institute a replay, and now when guys come off the bag for a split second, when you go to replay, you're out. Like back in the day, that would never happen. You come off the bag, nobody cared. Now, you know, those guys, that's it. I mean, we've seen a number of caught stealings today. Freddie Firmino's thrown out multiple cups today.
Yeah. I mean, look, 3-0, it's not insurmountable, but you don't have the top of your lineup. You have the middle of your order, but still, they're not big thumpers there. I mean, O'Hearn can run into one, but the whole thing is you got to get a bunch of guys on in front of him.
Freddie Freeman's like Shaq Kobe today. He's like throwing guys out, hitting every ball.
Freddie Freeman's had an amazing game.
Right?
He's thrown out 2 Cubs. He has 2 hits on the day. He's got a double.
Right?
I mean, Freddie Freeman. Jersey in the cart.
Yeah, I honestly, like Fermin's been
fantastic.
He really has.
I mean, someone help Freddie Fermin.
Exactly.
Can someone help Freddie Fermin today?
Seriously.
Are you tweeting that?
No, I'm not. But you are.
I am.
All right. So we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs and Padres. Again, the winner's moving on. Cubs have led basically all day long. In the 2nd inning, they scored twice off Yu Darvish. The 2nd run was inherited, but twice off Yu Darvish. Then we sat at 2-0 for a long time, a couple of hours. And then there was a solo home run off Robert Suarez, and the Cubs have that a little bit of breathing room. Remember what I said yesterday? Felt like the Padres had breathing room. I feel like the Cubs are feeling the same way.
3-0 is different than 2-0.
Yeah, so it's like that breathing room. I'm like, well, it's not insurmountable, but from the Chicago perspective, you're like, that's a pretty decent lead right now as we head to the 9th.
Great outing from David Morgan. Wow. And you are potentially going to be in an elimination game without having Mason Miller on the mound.
Which, again, is the same thing last year in Game 5. Your bullpen can't score runs for you.
Yep.
That's the issue.
Is that Cusack?
There's a lot of celebrities at Wrigley Field.
Where's Eddie Murphy?
They've shown him a number of times.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, sorry. No Vetter's there, but Bill Murray, my guess, he's around there somewhere. John Cusack.
Right.
Who cares?
Well, I care about the 9th. That's what we care about. Once this game ends, this is where you want to be. Immediate reaction. Win, lose, draw. Won't be a draw.
Yeah, let's go to break so we can get back here.
Immediate reaction. Okay, we'll go to break.
What?
We'll go to break. I don't like to break 5 minutes before the top of the hour.
Okay. But
Brent, should I break? Okay, I can break. All right, we're going to come back for the 9th inning. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. with nobody out.
This update's brought to you by Staples. Cubs lead the Padres 3-1, 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples starting October 5th. Enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and in your local Staples stores, from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. A sneak peek of all the deals at Staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
Getting you all set for that drive home. Let's just start the show. Here's John and Jim.
So much has happened since we last spoke 5 minutes ago. Jackson Merrill has hit a solo home run, and Xander Bogaerts was rung up on a pitch that was out of the zone that would have sent the tying run to the plate with nobody out in the 9th inning. An egregious call.
Look where this pitch was, John.
Oh, that is awful. ABS. Get
oh
here.
my God. Take one for the team, O'Hearn. Take one for the team, baby. Off the shins. Let's go.
Tying run at the plate.
But imagine,
and that would be
it would have been
nobody
2
out.
on, nobody out.
Wow. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right now.
Let's talk about the Rams secondary.
Big Niners game tonight. Okay, so the Padres, despite doing nothing all day long, have the tying run at the plate in the 9th inning with 1 out. Right?
Yep.
They have done nothing. Jackson Merrill just hit a ball into the buckets at Wrigley, 369 feet. That gets him on the board. Bogart's rung up. Schilt loses his mind. O'Hearn fell behind and then was hit on the knee.
You see him to run down to first base? He's like, yeah,
let's do it.
I can't walk. I broke my kneecap or my shin or whatever. It hit him.
So now Bryce Johnson.
It's all up to Bryce Johnson.
There's only 1 out.
I will legitimately buy a Bryce Johnson jersey if he hits a home run here.
I will hold you to that. Everyone will hold you to that. If he actually homers here.
Bryce Johnson jersey in the cart.
Okay, good. We're off the. If we're off the chat, because we might be 5 seconds behind. We have no idea. We have no idea. We have no idea.
Bryce Johnson, baby.
So they're sticking with Keller. Their closer came in the 8th, and he's been shaky.
Yeah, Kittredge up in the bullpen. They also had Matthew Boyd in the bullpen as well.
Right.
Oh boy.
Who's on deck? Cronenworth
and then Fermin.
I am nervous.
I have to pee so bad.
I've had to pee for 3 hours, but I can't leave.
My heart is racing right now.
Imagine playing in this game.
Imagine being Bryce Johnson.
True.
I'm going to throw up. Yeah, I might throw up. Yeah,
imagine if you did that.
Yeah, I might throw up.
Not really.
Please
like, don't. I mean, you've kind of been eating.
Like it's in the back of my throat. Like
That's the worst feeling.
Yeah, it's right there. It's coming. Oh boy.
Well, on the board, and again, this can happen quick. Tying run at the plate.
Jackson Merrill with a bomb. Actually, not really a bomb. It just kind of got over
left the yard, thankfully.
Over the netting out there in right field, but still, that's what started it. Should be 2 on, nobody out. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
He just hit him again.
Did he hit him? 2 on, 1 out. Oh my God.
Yeah, he hit him.
Oh my God.
The tying run is on base, and the go-ahead run is going to be at the plate. So Keller,
wait, did that ball bounce first? I thought that ball bounced.
It did. And still hit by pitch.
Okay, you're right.
Before it touches the catcher. Yeah, they were waiting to see if it hit the mid of the catcher first. So Bryce Johnson was behind. Was he behind 0-2 before he was hit?
Yeah. No, he's down 1-2.
I know, but was it 0-2 at one point?
Are they going to Kittredge?
Or Matthew Boyd? This is unbelievable.
Boyd for Cronenworth?
So Keller did not do his part. How about back-to-back hit by pitches?
Should be bases loaded, nobody out.
Should be bases loaded, nobody out. Back-to-back hit by pitches to bring the go-ahead run to the plate. That's unbelievable. This thing is unbelievable.
They're going to Kittredge instead of Boyd to face Cronenworth?
Yes.
All 3 batter minimum. That's probably why.
Right. Exactly. There's only 1 out in the inning.
Because you got Fermin and Toddy up to that. Dude, I'm going to throw up.
Well, everything you would hope for in a decisive game, but we'll see if the Padres can end up on the right side of it. Trailing all day long without a run all day until the 9th inning. And Merrill started it. And the Padres clearly rattled Brad Keller, the Cubs closer, to the point where 3 of 4 have reached, and truthfully, it should be all 4 that reached, if not for Bogarts being rung up on a pitch that was out of the zone.
That pitch was so low.
And it was 3-2. He would have reached on that pitch.
I know.
He would have reached on that pitch. This is
Cronenworth's done nothing all series.
he's so due.
So due, man.
He's so due.
He's so due. And you have a fast runner at Bryce Johnson, so that ball's in the gap.
And
He's
then
going to score.
And again, on decks for me, and there are 2 on.
He's on deck, or he's.
What were you saying?
I was saying if there's a ball in the gap, Bryce Johnson's scoring.
Yeah, but if you're the Cubs, you're going to be anti-doubles deep.
If you're Tim Leeper,
Waving?
you're waving.
You're waving.
In the gap, I'm waving.
Right, in the gap. Yep.
Now, here's the thing. Bryce Johnson, if the ball's in the gap, I need a good jump from you, buddy.
You need a good jump.
I need a good jump because it's not like it would be easy.
A gapper away.
I need a good jump from Bryce Johnson if the ball gets in the gap.
You're right.
I don't need no situation like earlier this year when Brendan Lockridge misread a ball to the gap and didn't score in LA.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yep. It's been a while.
I need a gapper here. Read it. Come on. All right, here we go.
So, oh man, there's going to be so much to discuss no matter what happens. So much to say no matter what happens here in the 9th inning. Padres trying to extend their season out.
Come on. 0 for 10 for Jake in the series. He is definitely due.
He certainly is. He certainly is. So Kittredge is on.
Dude, I need to go pee so bad.
And I would say I'm going to do it at the next time we take a commercial break, but not if this game's going on. Right?
Mm-mm. I mean, they are.
So it all started for Merrill.
They are battling. They're grit squad right now.
Yeah, everyone's pins and needles. Like, look at this crowd. There's nervous energy in that.
Come on, Jake. Oh, nasty pitch.
That was nasty.
That was nasty.
So is this the 3rd time we've seen Kittredge? He appeared in the opener, right?
He appeared in game 1. He opened game 2.
He gave up a run in game 2.
Yeah.
Single in that game.
I mean, you got the player up that you want up next with Freddie Fermin.
He's been hot.
But it's up to Jake right now. Come on, buddy. You got this. Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, he's oh! Oh, no.
Way. I think he's safe.
Oh, no.
I think he's safe.
Oh, no. He's safe.
Safe.
Challenge that.
I don't know. I really have no idea.
He called him out. Challenging. They're challenging. They're challenging. You have to challenge.
So we're talking about either bases loaded, 1 out, where a single could tie the game, or 2 outs where a single could still tie the game because you have 2nd and 3rd. So the throw is in time.
He's out.
Yes, but was he on the back? He was. He is out.
He's out.
According to replay, looks to be out.
Yeah, he's out.
This means Freddie Fermin.
Is the foot on the bag, though? Is the foot on the bag?
Maybe long enough. I think he kept it maybe long enough. That's a good question, Jim. But even if he's out, Fermin has a chance with a single to tie the score, correct? With 2nd and 3rd?
Yep, and he's had a phenomenal game
game.
Yeah,
I think he's out. I think he's out.
On the bag.
It's hard to overturn. Cronenworth moves the runners the Padres' way. There are 2 outs in the 9th inning in a 3-1 game, and the Padres have 2 in scoring position. Are you serious? I'm closing my screen.
I'm going to throw up everywhere.
So it all comes down, as we always thought to start the year, it all comes down to Freddie Fermin. Righty on righty with Fernando Tatis Jr. in the on-deck circle, who was 0 for 4 today. And could, of course, bat in the inning as well, should Fermin reach. I mean, single, you got the speed at 2nd, right?
Oh,
Bryce Johnson's the guy at 2nd.
Single, you're scoring.
Obviously, you're going on
single,
anything.
you're scoring. Single, you're scoring.
Single, you could tie it up with a single from Freddie Fermin.
Tied up with a single.
Yep. Tie it up with a single.
Did he get it? No, he didn't.
He did not.
Damn it.
He did not. Padres season is over. They lose in Chicago in a decisive game 3-1. They leave the tying run in scoring position in the 9th. Heartbreaking. Incredible. The Bogarts moment looming large. The called strike by the plate umpire on a pitch that was low. And the Padres' lack of offense, again, biting them back-to-back years in an elimination game. Cubs celebrate at Wrigley. They'll get the Brewers. The Padres' offseason begins. Wow.
I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need a moment to to process this.
Nope.
No, I know that.
Like you're on the air.
I know that. But I meant like to fully process
100%.
what
I need a moment to process this. I mean, it seemed like it was happening there. Agreed? I even thought the slow number off Cronenworth's bat. I thought he was going to be safe. Off the bat, I thought he just legged it out. The plays Chicago made on defense in this game loom large. The terrible strike call on Bogarts looms large. And then the Padres' inability to hit. 877-767-4760.
Dude, what the F, man?
We'll hear from Mike Schilt. We'll hear from Craig Counsell, hopefully. Brent's going to try to get the sound for us at some point in the next 20 or 30 minutes. Phone lines are open. People are going to want to weigh in. 877-767-4760.
All right, John, you want to do some math right now?
Sure.
2 for 7, 1 for 11. And then 0 for 8.
3 for 26, which is just over 100. Correct?
I don't know.
I thought you were doing it 3 divided by 26.
26 with the square position.
Not good.
3 for 26. 3 for 26.
I mean, that sums it up pretty well.
3 for 26.
Right?
3 for 26. Tatis had a abysmal game. Manny, besides the home run, had another bad series. Jake went over. Arise didn't do anything. I think offensively, your best players in the series were Merrill, Bogarts, and Freddie Fermin.
I really thought Fermin was going to come through.
I thought he was too.
First pitch swinging. What was it? Fastball up?
Yeah, first pitch.
I mean, I actually thought it was a good swing off the bat. I'm like,
again, everything looked like it was gone to me.
Yeah,
I thought that ball might have been gone, but of course it was just a can of corn for PCA.
We're going to get your calls over the course of the next hour. 877-767-4760. Padres season is over in brutal, heartbreaking fashion today in Chicago as the Cubs move on. Home field looming large. I'll tell you that, Jim. In this series, this closely played series, home field loomed large in this series. And the Padres lose another series against a playoff team on the road. A story of their entire year here in 2025. Brent, I think, is grabbing sound. We will go to the phones. We'll have full reaction. Padres lose 3-1 to the Cubs. It was Darvish's inability to do anything. The defensive gems by the Cubs. And then that ninth inning, there's so much in that ninth inning. Merrill home run. The bad third strike call on Bogart.
I could spend an entire show in that ninth inning.
Ninth inning had a lot.
I could spend an entire show in that ninth inning. Because I know nobody wants to be positive right now. I get it. The season is over. They fought their ass off in the ninth inning.
In the ninth, yeah.
They fought their ass off. I give them a little credit there. But at the end of the day, it was too little too late. Like, you needed to put together at bats like you did in the ninth inning for a majority of that series, and you didn't. That ninth inning was some of the best at bats they've taken all series long. And it is too little too late, too little too late. And, the missed call from Xander there on strike 3 was atrocious.
But you kind of put yourself in a position where you needed to be, like they hadn't done anything in the first 8 innings. So, and it sucks there, but it's like, you can't be fully reliant there on everything. I mean, you got 2 hit by pitches in the inning. Like, they gave you enough that you had a chance to capitalize twice. Cronenworth, Fermin. And you couldn't get Tatis to the plate. Then again, Tatis was hitless.
That was terrible. That call looms so large. So I can't tell you how different 2 on no outs is compared to, and it would have been bases loaded no outs, by the way, because
hit by pitch.
Because Keller hit the next 2 guys. He hit O'Hearn and then he hit Johnson. Now, again, we don't know if he does that, if they end up having, call the walk there on Bogarts, but still, the bases would have been loaded with nobody out, down by 2 runs. What the F, man? What the F?
You want to sneak in a call? Do we take a break? What do you want to do here? This game just said Brent wants us to break. We get to all the calls. Do not go anywhere. We'll hear from Mike Schilt and Craig Counsell. Padres lose in Chicago. The Padres 2025 season comes to an end at Wrigley. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. Padres fall to the Cubs. We're reacting. San Diego's season is over. The long off season with all the questions is now underway. A heartbreaking loss considering the circumstances there in the ninth inning. We'll hear from Mike Schilt over the course of the next 40 minutes. We do want to hear from you as well. 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to speak, Jim. But at the end of the day, 877-767-4760. So many tentacles to this thing, so to spe all the offense did not come through again.
No, the offense
So,
was
you
awful.
can tell me about Jason Adam and about you, Darvish, and about Michael King and about it doesn't matter. The expectation was not to get 9 innings of 1 run or shutout baseball today. That's not like the plan.
No,
It's a ridiculous plan on the road.
yeah, the offense all year long was the team's weakness. And you have $1 billion invested into your lineup. Your lineup should not be your weakness. You have too many good players in it for you to be 28th in baseball in home runs, for you to score the 3rd fewest runs in the National League, for a team that was just feeble for a majority of this season. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And it reared its ugly head, not surprisingly, again in the postseason. And it was their downfall. I said before this series started that the few reasons why the Padres would lose this series would be 1, they're a bad road team, and 2, their offense stinks to the point where you are not going to win a World Series when your offense looked like their offense looked this year. Not going to happen. And it cost them, and now they're going to have a long summer, and they have no one to blame but themselves.
Long winter. And summer, potentially.
It's been a long summer, to be honest with you. And now you're right. Long winter.
Very disappointing. When you go in like that at the trade deadline, you envision going further than this. Simple as that. When you do what you did at the deadline, you envision going further than this. Let's go to the phones. Dave's been very patient. We'll get to all these calls as we can. 877-767-4760. Dave, you got to start it on the offseason. Thanks for calling in.
Well, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the fans. A lot of us have waited a long time, and some of us longer than others. I'm on the longer than others end. We need some smelling salts now. And it's not just about today's game. That was, as far as I'm concerned, a fait accompli anyway.
Really? You didn't have any faith? You didn't have any faith, Dave?
I did not see this team being able to structure together a winning series based upon their play going into it. And really, Jim, and you and John have done a remarkable job, I think, pointing out the lack of coherent offensive strategy. And that's the beginning of it. But look, where this team started to really, I think, fall apart as far as coming into the playoffs was the month of August and half the month of September. They had every opportunity to overtake the Dodgers and win the division. Just think, they could have been at home. They could have been playing the Reds. But instead, they farted around. They tripped over themselves. And basically, the last 10 games that they did win against the Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks, who cares? So they win 90 games. Last 10, who cares? There's a lot of problems here in this team. The pitching, the offensive philosophy, $1.5 billion worth of salary paid for guys. They're basically, this lineup now has been pretty much the same the last 3 or 4 years as far as the big money guy goes.
Yeah.
And
Dave, we got sorry, buddy. We got a bunch of calls here, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the point is the point, and the point is valid, and the disappointment is real, and fans should be frustrated. And you're right. You do feel for fans. When you draw 3.4 million fans, you don't even play a whole playoff game.
Not one home playoff game.
And he's right. The division was there for the taking. That was on the team. They didn't take advantage. Let's go back to the phones. Matt on line 2, 877-767-4760. Matt, you're on with John and Jim.
Hey guys. I just want to really rip into our 2 main guys.
Do it.
Specifically Tatis.
Do it.
Because this year was just unacceptable by him. I think we saw this year the absolute floor of what Tatis can be. And to see him be the way he looked this series was unacceptable. And he has a lot of deep digging to do this offseason, because if he looks the same way next year that he looked all year this year, we're going to need some serious conversations about where he stands.
Appreciate you, Matt. I mean, what conversations are there to be had? I mean, it's a facetious question. I'll ask you, Jim, real quick. What conversations can we have about either Fernando Tatis Jr. or Manny Machado? What is the conversation? The conversation is they're Padres for a long time.
Be better.
What can you? And I get Matt's point.
I do too.
Like, I think Tatis, like, from where we were with the contract signing to where we are today, I get some of the frustration.
I do too. He's not the player that they signed to over a $300 million contract. Let's be real here. He's not. Defensively, he's incredible. I'm not taking that away from him at all. And yes, I get it. If you are in the field and you're not just a DH, that factors into your overall value as a player. I understand. But we all know why this team gave Fernando Tatis Jr. $300 million. It wasn't because they thought that eventually he could become a platinum glove right fielder. It was because they thought he was going to be a perennial top 5 MVP player for them every single year. And guess what? He's not. He's not. And he goes out pretty quietly here with a 0 for 4 3 strikeout day, seeing 14 pitches as the leadoff guy in a winner go home game 3, and he looked awful today.
Bad series, a good game too, but a bad game 1 and 3 for Fernando Tatis Jr. Let's sneak in a call here from BP on line 3, 877-767-4760. If you want to weigh in, BP, you're on with John and Jim.
Hey guys, it's been very disappointing. I just want to share a little bit. My father's been a San Diego sports fan all of his life. He saw the Chargers leave San Diego, and the Padres never won a World Series for the city. Unfortunately, he's terminally ill and won't see another baseball season. I wanted this to be the year for him. Fire AJ. Thank you guys.
Thanks, BP.
Well, we're
I'm
sorry to hear
man.
that, BP. I mean, listen, you can. If you were a Cubs fan between 1908 and 2016, you didn't see him. I mean,
it can't
that's
happen.
the hard thing.
Look at the Cubs.
Look at the Cubs. It can't happen, but it's hard, man. Professional sports are hard. When you've got one team in the Big Four, you're putting a lot of eggs in the basket of the San Diego Padres. You know, you're putting a lot of eggs there, and they have disappointed. They've had some teams that have played well in regular seasons. They've competed, but I mean, that's not really good enough. We want to see a team break through, and we have not been able to see that. Unfortunately, here in the 2020s, this decade, you know, that you were hoping for so much, we haven't seen it.
You want to squeeze another call here?
877-767-4760. Felix on line 4. Let's sneak in this call. Felix on line 4. You're on with John and Jim.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
I'll make this super duper quick.
Yeah.
We were watching you guys here at work while also sneaking in the game. There's about 80 of us listening to you guys and watching.
Appreciate you, man.
Right quick, guys. The first caller took my thunder. First place for one freaking day. Just one day. It was the division was there for the take. As far as you guys all season long, I really appreciate you guys. This is my first year watching you guys and listening to you. I'm a transplant from the military. So really disappointed because like the other caller, my dad also passed away before the Padres won a championship. He'd been a Padre fan since, I believe, 72, 73, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, disappointing, but there is, I guess my only thing is there's always San Diego FC and there's always Aztec
100%.
football and basketball, guys.
100%.
Yeah, Aztec
100%.
football tomorrow. You got STFC on Saturday. They're going to the postseason. They potentially could be the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, but you know we'll get to that later. We'll get to that at another time.
And there's always, as they say in Chicago, and they now say here,
there's always next year.
Yeah. All right. On the other side, more of your calls. We'll hope to hear from Mike Schild over the next 30 minutes. We're here until 6 p.m. We'll have full reaction tonight on YouTube, a wrap-up show for you, of course, as well. Don't go anywhere. 877-767-4760. John and Jim, stay with us.
All right, this update's brought to you by Staples. The Padres season is over as they lose to the Cubs today 3-1 in Game 3 of the series. Cubs move on to face the Brewers in the NLDS. Yankees and Red Sox are underway from the Bronx. Scoreless top of the second inning there. And Tigers, they're moving on as they beat the Guardians today 6-3. They'll face the Mariners in the ALDS. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy day deal days at Staples starting October 5th. Enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and in your local Staples stores, from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at staples.com. Staples, the easy button.
All right, let's go back to the phones. Padres season is over. Just an excruciating loss in Chicago, rallying late to come up short and fall 3-1. Let's go to Eric Brent on line 5. 877-767-4760. Eric, thanks for the patience. You're on with John and Jim.
Hey guys, thanks once again. Hey Jim, I don't blame you when we confuse the off season, right? When we say it's gonna be a long summer, the Padres do things like that, man. They mess with our thought process, our emotions, all this other kind of stuff. But I'll tell you what, you won't find a more loyal person than a diehard sports fan. Because you know what? We're going to be right there again next year, riding these guys all the way to the end. Right there, right by their side. And it hurts, man, and I've been saying it for a while. This offense, they're the most deceiving offensive lineup probably that I've ever seen ever. And it's a very disappointing afternoon. But you know what? Thank you for all season. Emotional support is what I call it. And let's go Padres, man.
Appreciate you, Eric. Thank you for your support. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. Everyone will be back. Of course, you should be back. Everyone will be back come next March.
That's sports are. That's what sports are.
Well, everyone should be frustrated right now.
Yeah. If you're not frustrated, I don't know. Yeah. Then I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of sports fan you are. Like, you got to be frustrated here. You can be like, hey, I can't wait to watch Padres baseball next year. But in the moment, like, no, you should be pissed off. If you're not pissed off in this moment, I got questions about your fandom. Sorry. Like, this is the right moment to be pissed off at what just happened.
By the way, an interesting stat that continues: no team to drop game one on the road has ever won a best of three series.
That's right.
In baseball.
Tigers won today.
Yeah, Tigers won today. They'd won game one.
Cubs won.
Padres losing game one, losing the series. All right, let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Kevin Brent on line 6. Kevin, you're on with John and Jim. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm 31, and I was unfortunately born a San Diego sports fan, but I remember cheering on from some terrible teams that I thought were going all the way. I just want to give credit to AJ Preller for the last few years for just giving us, the best teams he can on the field with his position and everything, changing ownership and all changing, honestly, managing a great series. It was just down to the offense that didn't show up for him. But that's just going to be, that's Padres baseball, and I'll be there in spring next year. Just thinking that it's going to be our year again. But I love you guys. Thanks for everything you guys do.
Appreciate you, Kevin.
Thanks, man. You love the torture.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him. I thought Schilt managed really well, including today. And I mean, this will be for another day because we're not going to have enough time today. Jim, I put none of it on Preller. People will. That's fine. I don't.
Here's the only decision that even before the series, I was talking about it. So this is a little, it's hindsight obviously, but I said it before the series. Yu Darvish starting this game, a winner go home after what we've seen from Yu Darvish this year. Man, that was a risky play, and it backfired on him. Right? It backfired.
Yeah, it absolutely did.
So
was it Schilt? Was it Preller?
It goes back to game 4 last year when you had Cease on 3 days rest.
That's all groupthink. So everyone's responsible. Then
it's everybody,
right?
Then it's everybody.
I don't think Schilt's like, yo, let's just roll the dice, start. Like, they're thinking about this for forever.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Cease in game 2, we didn't know he was going to pitch game 2.
Well, you know what? Once again, they made the wrong call. They made the wrong call last year in game 4, and they made the wrong call this year in game 3.
Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to the top here, Brent. Richard on line 1. 877-767-4760. Richard, you're on with John and Jim.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it. just real quick, a few things. So basically, this game was a microcosm of the season, right? Can't score, can't hit with runners in scoring position, no slug, no bench, Suarez giving up runs. Thing is, the problem here is the core, and Jake has to go. They need a first baseman, and they need a second baseman that can hit. Jake is living off a hit that he got in 22 and being a decent fielder. He's the problem. If Swanson was hitting 230 and couldn't hit any righties, he wouldn't be a starting shortstop on the Cubs. They got to get a first baseman, and I'm hoping that somebody in the San Diego media asks Schilt what his justification was for that lane, those 3 lefties in a row all series when Fermin was raking. And I just can't believe that King didn't start this game.
Appreciate you, Richard. I listen, it's a good call. I mean, there are questions coming out of this series about Jake Cronenworth.
100%.
And the first base, I mean, you got a first baseman, to Richard's point, that hits about 10 home runs a year. And in today's baseball, you're looking for more slug out of first base than what they get.
Is Jake going to be their first baseman next year?
Again, he's not the first baseman.
Because Luis Ariz is.
Yeah, well, they get no home runs. I mean, the right side of the infield. I mean,
like Luis Ariz, bye-bye.
That's the last you're going to see of a number of these players.
Robert Suarez, bye-bye.
Dylan Cease, thank you for yesterday.
Michael King, potentially,
Michael
bye-bye.
King, I mean, he did good work when healthy.
Ryan O'Hearn, potentially, bye-bye.
Let's go back to the phones here. 877-767-476. Let's go to line 2. Jesse on line 2. You're on with John and Jim. Thanks for calling in, Jesse.
Hey, man. Thank you, guys. Hey, man. I just want to say, Jake Cronenworth, man, he got to go ASAP. That guy can't hit, man. He cannot hit. And the Reyes, he got to go. Hopefully the Padres can go and try to get Pete Alonso, man. That would be nice. And Tatis, man, him and Machado, Reyes, they choked again in the playoffs, man. You know, when we need them. But Cronenworth, that guy can't hit. Cease, he got to go, man. That guy throws meatballs, man. So he got to go. And Cronenworth ASAP, dude. He got to go, man.
Thanks, Jesse.
I mean, I get the frustration. And there will be moves.
And I get it. Jake, was in the 9th inning with an opportunity with 1 out to, really flip this game on its head. And he didn't come through there. But, this whole thing isn't on Jake Cronenworth.
No, of course not. But
I get the frustration because Jake's one of the last batters to bat in that game with a, significant moment in front of him, and he did not come through, and he was over in the entire series.
Yeah.
But like Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, Luis Ariz, they were not good. I mean, Manny had the homer yesterday. Toddy had a good game yesterday. Ariz had a couple singles yesterday, but like, I'm sorry, you lost the series, and the 2 games you lost, you were pathetic.
Manny Machado will enter next year his 15th major league season. He will turn 34 next summer.
And you can bet your ass that this team next year is going to give Manny Machado a bunch of off days. He's not playing 155 games.
Yeah, it's going to have to change with Manny, but are we expecting different results in the postseason? Again, he homered yesterday. I'm not saying for Manny specifically. I'm saying for the Padres. He needs to carry them. Yesterday was good. Today, not so much for Manny and his teammates. 877-767-4760. Marcos, thanks for your patience. You're on with John and Jim.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Well, my frustration just kind of changed because I heard those guys, dogging on Jake. Look, man, Jake's not making the money. Okay.
Yeah.
So for any of those last guys to sit here and put Crone on the hot seat, he does he never was a huge hitter. He never claimed to be a huge hitter. He did his business in the field, and then he did come clutch. Like if you were to look at his average when he's come clutch, he came clutch. I got a problem with Tatis, man. I don't know, like, guys, did he have a wrist issue? Like, because that's what we talked about early on, and that's what we said early on. He had some kind of wrist issue, and that's why he wasn't hitting. And he was just, it's like, yeah, he was getting hit, and he was getting on base, and he was throwing his RBIs, but dude, there's a problem with Tatis there. And I don't know if it was with, him and Manny, and there was something behind there, but Toddy had 0 fire the second half, guys. Like, I said it before I was on here. There's some kind of weird, Soto thing. And I don't know if it's a Dominican thing, but I'm telling you right now, guys.
All right. I appreciate it. I mean, I think we're going bridges too far.
People are pissed, and
I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr. didn't have a good series. It's not because of his nationality.
No,
Fernando Tatis Jr. had a brilliant postseason series last year, and they lost.
He had one hit in the series.
I mean, I'm frustrated with Fernando Tatis Jr. I love Fernando Tatis Jr. as a player. He's frustrating.
Everybody's frustrated
at times.
Fernando Tatis Jr. This season was a very frustrating year from Toddy. There's no way around it. He finished strong with 7 homers in a month or a month and a half, but like the middle of his season, it was awful. I mean, it was like he just could not get out of his own way, and he was pouting, and the attitude and all of that. Like, he just did not look good, and he didn't have a good year. I'm sorry. The way this thing ended puts a big damper on a lot of guys' seasons. One guy that I actually think, you could say, hey, he turned it around and he had a good year. Jackson Merrill showed up, dude. Jackson Merrill absolutely really showed up in the series.
And down the stretch, he was playing good baseball. But the thing about, Tatis in the second half didn't do anything. He homered like every day in the final week. He was like out with COVID. He comes back, he hits all these home runs. Like, it's 3 games. It's magnified. He didn't play well. But I don't think you can put the series really on any one player. The entirety of the offense has let them down again. We'll go back to the phones on the other side. 877-767-4760. It's John and Jim. All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, a final time. I mean, we could react for forever, and we will tonight, by the way, on the wrap-up show. Join us at 9:30. More reaction. The Padres season is over. Let's hear briefly here, Brent, from Mike Schild. This is postgame at the podium. Mike Schild.
From Mike Schild, his team comes up just short once again in a winner-take-all.
Performed tonight. Yeah, I mean, it was a good series, hard fought, tight, you know, a lot of big moments, you know, basically didn't get it done, you know, as a wrap up point. There's a lot of hurt guys in that clubhouse, but we laid it out on the field, and there's no regrets on anybody's part, just disappointed.
Kyle? Just from your vantage point on the strike call on Xander in the ninth, just what did you see from your vantage point on in that situation?
Looked down to me, you know, but I don't see great, and I'm kind of far away. But most importantly, you know, Bogey felt like he was down. He's not a guy that, you know, is looking, not any of our guys really, but Bogey also in particular is not a guy that's, you know, overly dramatic about close pitches, and you know, it's a big pitch, it's a big swing pitch, you know, in terms of tie and run, and then what unfolded after that was could have been very impactful, but you know, we had other opportunities too.
Back right.
Mike, your bullpen has been so good all year. Talk about the decision to go with Suarez when you did, and then your thoughts on King and his performance.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, once we're in the bullpen in the second inning, and I thought the bullpen was fantastic. I mean, end of the day, we held them to a run. You know, the Suarez decision was actually a pretty easy one. Morejon and Miller had eaten up a bulk of innings, you know, especially yesterday. So we knew the spot for them. Suarez, you know, we didn't pitch in the first game. He'd had some days off prior to that. 1 1/3 yesterday. Fresh's best guy. You know, you're down 2-0 in the sixth. You're in a closing situation, and we'd already used Estrada for 2 innings, you know, to get out of and limit the damage in the second. So at that point, it was pretty clear cut, and we knew we could go to Morejon and Miller if we had been able to tie or get ahead.
From your vantage point, what was the issue with you starting today, and you know, what can you say about everything he's done since he came back in early July?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit of an uphill battle for you this year, starting in, you know, even the off season into spring training, and was compromised, but you know, I give him a ton of credit, and the medical staff did a hell of a job this whole year with our group. Mark Rogo and his group deserve a lot of credit, man. But specific to Darvish, you know, he was able to work his way and get back, and then, you know, it took him a while to get going again. But, you know, it's a guy with a lot of experience in the league. And, you know, today that was pretty crisp in the first. You know, Freddie makes a nice throw to help us get out of the early inning. But, you know, he got a base hit, and then, you know, Suzuki, you know, ball down the line, and, you know, the hit by pitch by Carson was a little bit of a red flag that maybe not as sharp. And so we got Estrada up. Armstrong, you know, gets one in there, and that was it.
Kyle, 13 hits for the Cubs, but kind of like you've mentioned, you guys limited the damage as best you could throughout the game. Just talk about the job of the bullpen and just, you know, not letting it snowball and just keeping you guys in it right until the very end.
Yeah, we got into a scramble early on. We knew it was a possibility. I mentioned Estrada. You know, he comes in with nobody out, bases loaded, and we just there with one. Louis makes a big double play ball. You know, part of the bullpen that I'll continue to talk about that's important is the defense. You know, Freddie threw a couple guys out, blocked his tail off, kept double plays in order. Louis with the big double play. You know, but after Morejon Estrada rather gets his 2, you know, we did a nice job by Wandy, get out of it. And then, you know, Suarez, like we talked about, took down the 6th and ran some traffic in the 7th. And man, extra pay for Morejon, right? I mean, holy crap! This guy's 3 days in a row, 2+ yesterday, throwing 99. he was able to leave him out there and take down the seventh. And Morgan's been a guy that, you know, I would have preferred to have Miller in there, you know, nothing against David, but with the lead. But it's good to see David getting there and trust him. And he's had a nice year and got a bright future for us as well. But bullpen was, you know, we scratched and clawed and kept it right there. And, you know, talking about defense, I don't think they give an MVP for this round. I'd give it to Swanson.
All right,
I mean,
we want to sneak in these last two calls, Brent, if we can.
Real quick, guys. Rapid fire.
All right, 877-767-4760. Keith on line 4. Keith, appreciate the patience. You're on with John and Jim.
Hey, John and Jim. I just want to, before we go anything, I'll make it short, but thank you for the season, you know, and it's been I don't live in San Diego anymore, but just in general, man, every night just watching you guys has been really a season, man. I'm just done being surprised and fall short. I feel like we've seen this movie too many times every postseason. You know, hopes explode, we choke. You know, we had the chances. As always, nothing shows up when it matters the most. You know, pitchers lock in, but the bats go silent and our stars disappear, and that's just been the pattern. And just one last thing, you know, just what hurts the most about this, just thinking about Peter right now, you know, and you know, it feels like, you know, it's a lot of letdown. And he gave us the blueprint, you know, gave us the resources, the belief, and then here we are, another October heartbreak and another year falling short. But can't think of the off season right now and all the it's going to be some changes needed to be made, but just overall, just thank you for just covering the Padres, man. So
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Great call. Let's get to Mauricio, 877-767-4760.
Give it quick, buddy.
Mauricio, you're on with John and Jim.
Thank you guys for everything. Listen to you guys for years on the radio, on the wrap-up show. It's depressing. You think about the 98 team, and that team didn't even win. We haven't had a team close to that since then in the Preller-Seidler era. I disagree regarding Mike Schilt. Not saying fire him, but it's not about his in-game decisions. The tone needs to change. It's too much Mr. Nice Guy. Where he sticks out for his guys. Okay, that's great. Too much. I appreciate the question. Tip your cap. Even right there at the press conference, he needs to be tougher. It's not good enough. We don't care how good you are in the regular season. Thank you.
Mauricio,
thanks,
great
buddy.
call.
Appreciate great call
on 2025 regular and postseason. We're going to react to it all tonight. Join us at 9:30 on YouTube. Full reaction, a heartbreaking day for the Padres and fans of the Padres.
Brutal, just absolutely brutal.
And by the way, we'll talk all about it again tomorrow. Right here on San Diego Sports 760 beginning at 2 p.m. If you missed anything, you're welcome. You lost. For Brent and Jim, Sean Lewis Show coming up next. For Brent and Jim, I'm John. Keep it here at San Diego Sports 760.
Bye.
Stay safe. Be well.